down by your mouth because it's above your head.
All right, we are live. Just as a heads up.
Okay.
Something just broke in the background. I heard it.
Yeah, that's my grandmother.
I heard it.
Yeah, that's my grandmother.
I heard it.
Yeah, that's my grandmother.
Just a warning. I heard it.
Yeah, that's my.
This contains an entire mason jar of moonshine.
Yeah.
The more I drink it, the worse I'm gonna get.
You mean
Okay with
better?
Fun fact: apple pie moonshine and apple cider is fucking delicious.
This is not the one shot of shots.
I mean, it could be.
If you believe.
One shot of shots.
Oh my god.
Oh my lord.
All right.
I feel like if I go help, it's gonna take less time.
I definitely hear like plates.
No, it just sounds like World War One. It's fine.
I feel like she's doing this on purpose, but that's another story entirely. For another day.
Honey, I think the plates need to be on the other shelf. No, not that one, the other one.
All right, cool.
This is my life now.
I heard my throat doing that.
Serves you right.
She's just throwing them on the floor. Fuck these plates. I hate these plates.
At this point, yeah, no.
I hate these plates at this specific time.
Yeah.
Fuck that one in particular.
10 o'clock at night, perfect time to get out the fine jewelry.
Just gonna be the whole game. Is this right? I got it. Okay. Gotcha.
Yes, Dagnar is now an 85-year-old woman with a smoking problem.
Welcome to Plate Talk.
Yeah, sorry guys.
No, it's okay. It's mildly comical. All right. Cool.
It would be if you didn't
Anything
let
can be comical with the right amount of alcohol.
That's maybe. I don't know.
Toronto,
There are some things, maybe not so
Let's
much.
test it out.
Yeah. There's some Jews that might disagree with you.
Hey, Joel, I got it. We're going to test it out tonight.
Yeah, what a minute.
Joel,
Yeah, boy.
we're definitely going to test it out tonight. And I'm going to play with my cousin after we get done here.
Wow, that's. I mean, I know it's the South. Jesus.
Listen,
Not
I
me.
don't judge
Not
your
me.
bad- Him too. I don't judge your bad habits. I prefer if you don't judge mine.
Sure. Anyways. All right, cool. So we're going to be playing Ravenloft tonight. We're going to do it as a one-shot. Hopefully we finish. Hopefully everyone, dies. I mean lives and kills Strahd.
Want to die so bad.
Yeah. So,
Why am I still alive? Kill me.
right.
We're talking about the game.
Oh!
Right.
Yeah, no, hopefully we all survive.
So, let's see. So, all right, let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do this. All right. So, let's get into it. Yeah? Let's just get going.
Yes.
Cool.
Might as well.
Yep. All right. So, we're playing Curse of Strahd. I mean, it's a pretty well-known D&D module. So obviously, you guys are aware that it's vampire-based, and we're going to be going to a castle basically to kill vampires. So I'm going to give just a little prologue to what's going on and the information, and then after that, we're going to get into character introductions. We'll do that pretty quickly, maybe 5 minutes of character at best. He'll tell me who your character is.
The whole game's going to be us describing our characters.
Maybe all 4 hours of it. It's fine.
Yeah.
There is exactly 347 hairs in my beard.
Oh no. Well, let's hear the story of each of them. No.
Yes.
So. All right. Let's get the mood set right. Oh yeah. All right. So tonight we find ourselves in the land of Barovia, where the days are short and each night brings an eternity of horror and dread. But for a select few, most who enter the shroud of mist that encompasses the cursed land can never again breach its borders. That is to say, even if they live long enough to try. Towering over this rich domain is the fabled Castle Ravenloft, home to the immortal fiend Strahd von Zarovich himself. tales of Strahd's existence are varied and shrouded in mystery, each one more horrific than the next. Not a single inhabitant of Barovia is beyond his influence, and the very air itself is thick with their sorrow and pain. It is on this very night that you have been summoned by Sir Rudolph van Richten to once and for all vanquish the nightmare of Ravenloft. For you see, Van Richten has devoted his life to the study and investigation of Strahd's dark domain and the power he wields over it. Not long after your arrival in Barovia, you received a message containing a dinner invitation from Strahd von Zarovich. Though Van Richten said, this comes as no surprises, as Strahd might as well be the very mist that surrounds Barovia, and nothing escapes his gaze. We begin our adventure in the cart of the powerful and talented fortune teller, Madame Eva, who, at the request of Rudolph, has graciously agreed to grant you safe passage to the looming gates of Castle Ravenloft. Perhaps we should take this moment to take in our brave cast of characters to better understand who they are and why they have taken this daunting task. So, when you introduce your character, tell me, who you are, what you're about, how you know Rudolph van Richten, and why you want to kill Strahd, right? That's what matters most. And so, who wants to go first? Or I'll just choose someone.
Choose, oh magical master.
Cool, Danny, go first.
I thought
Cool,
for sure
what
I
are
was
the
getting a
questions?
bullet on that one.
Tell me about your character. Who are you?
Who are you?
I am Dagnar Farbrook.
All right. And how do you know Rudolph van Richten?
He is a mentor of sorts in my pursuit of magical knowledge.
Yeah. Why do you want to kill Strahd?
Someone like him might have access to something I'm looking for.
And what is that?
The magic to make me cooler.
Me too, buddy. Me too. Cool. And what are your expertise?
Slaughter.
Cool. Are you a native?
And also crochet.
Are you a native of Barovia, or are you new to it?
I've been through here before, but I'm not from here, no.
All right. Anything else you want to tell me about Dagnar?
Yes. He's 56 years old, 5'3", and he's absolutely obsessed with making himself cooler through magic means.
Cool. And he has an axe.
A delightful axe.
Yeah. Cool. All right.
Jesus.
Anything else?
Right now, no.
All right. Jesse, what's up?
Oh,
Tell me about your character.
I'm Brendar Battlehammer, and I'm not even going to attempt a Scottish accent. I'll save you all that.
Okay.
Danger.
Thank you. It's been a long day.
Are you
Yeah.
Scottish?
He's a dwarf, so might as well be.
Okay. Cool.
Stereotype.
Exactly.
Yeah, typecasting.
They exist
Wow,
for a
what
reason.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on. All right. So yeah, Brendar, what are your
He's a
what are your
cleric. He's a cleric.
Yeah. And how do you know Van Richten?
Well, my order specializes in dealing with the undead in a very particular way. And,
What way is that?
well, we'll find out, I guess.
Okay.
We sanctify them.
Yeah. Sure. And why have you taken on the quest to kill Strahd?
I was sent by my order to kill him. I'm a pretty accomplished vampire killer. So
Okay. All
I
right.
figured they would send the best they had to try to take him down.
All right. Cool.
When I entered Barovia, I found Von Richten, and we set out planning this attack.
Okay. All right. Cool. So you've been part of the plot to kill Strahd from early on.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
He kind of walks with a limp.
Oh, why?
He's not. Early on, he was injured in a fight with a vampire nest, and he wasn't able to really get the wound fully closed.
Okay.
He got it enough to keep going, but it never really healed properly.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Anything else?
That's about it.
All right. Cool. All right. How about Joel?
Sure.
All right.
My character's name is Lycane,
Yeah.
and he's about 30 years old.
All right.
He is a jailer. He works at the local jail.
Yep. Here in Barovia.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
He's basically he's not a sheriff or anything like that. He's basically like the head jailer.
Okay. All right.
Unlocks cells, locks cells, keeps people safe,
Yeah.
keeps them from people escaping, shit like
Yeah.
that.
So, have you been party to a number of strange and odd occurrences for people having been jailed, or the kind of people you've jailed?
Yes, all the
Obviously,
time.
here in Barovia.
Yep.
What's it like being Barovian? I mean, it's got to be a pretty big downer. I mean,
Nah, man, it's cool. You just got to be happy with what you got.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So an optimist.
I hold
huh?
the keys. I'm not behind the cell, right?
Yeah.
So it's
All right. Yeah.
it's good for me. It sucks for everyone else.
And so, how do you know Van Richten?
And I wasn't listening to what you said. Van Richten was. Who is that guy?
Yeah, cool. Van Richten is the guy who's basically put your team together in order to defeat Strahd. He's been studying Strahd for a long time.
Oh, so he's like a monster hunter.
Yeah.
All right, easy enough. Van Richten comes to the jail every once in a while to study some of my inmates.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. Maybe even get some accounts from those who are seemingly insane.
Correct.
Yeah. And why do you want to kill Strahd?
A lot of the people in the jail whisper of him, saying that he's the bane of the existence and why my job is so fucking hard. So I really I don't like him, and I've had a personal encounter or two, and I just really don't like the guy. He's a dick.
Has anyone you've been related to ever been abducted, potentially, by Strahd? Gone missing?
My family members have. My large family, that's not very large anymore,
Yeah.
because the bleak conditions in this area. But
Yeah.
some have gone missing here or there, never to be found.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Anything else we should know about Lycone?
It's Lycane,
Lycanthrope!
Yeah.
and he is nah, man, he's just a grumpy asshole that locks people up.
Wow. That's cool.
He does what he does, and he does
Right.
it well.
All right. Cool. All right. Well,
Apparently includes brushing teeth.
let's let's move on to Amanda. Tell me about your character.
A ranger
You
named
gotta
Venus.
make sure all your bad guys are good.
She's a 100-year-old Dryad,
Okay.
and her pet is a Venus flytrap named Audrey II.
Audrey the Second. What happened to Audrey the
Yeah.
First?
Well, it's a play on for the Little Shop of Horrors, but in this case, Audrey II was because a lot of green things don't tend to survive in this area.
Yeah.
We're like the only two green things in
Okay.
the area.
Now, are you a resident of Barovia as well?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah. Cool. So I imagine being someone who's in touch with nature, living in Barovia has got to be pretty depressing because the nature's probably pretty defiled.
Yeah, it's been kind of rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you know Van Richten?
That's actually why we're in this area, is because since he's a scientist and everything, he's the closest that we have to a botanist, so it's kind of like a veterinarian from a
Oh.
vet.
Yeah. He's like, you do this. You do the science. Heal my plant. I think
Well,
I may have
yeah.
watered.
Well, I mean, like, what else we got here? You know,
I may have watered him too much,
or never, because look at what we have to work with.
right? All the water's tainted. You know,
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Like Mexico. So, all right, cool. And why do you want to kill Strahd?
Funny story. Vampire blood, great for plants.
I mean, yeah, why not? I accept it.
Simplify that for you if you want.
It's like a powder. You just like throw it on there. It keeps the bugs away.
It's like a fertilizer.
Yeah, it's plant food.
I mean, it turns out we plant red, but I mean, it still tastes the same.
Hey, so the Red Queen painting the roses red. Painting the roses red. All right, cool. Anything else I should know about Venus?
Like I said, not a whole bunch, except that they're kind of rough, deranged shape because of the landscape, and the closest thing they can get to pure water is vampire blood, which is pretty bleak.
Yeah, that's terrible. All right, cool. All right, Adam, let's hear about your character. Minimus Maximus.
No. His name is Larith. He's an elven wizard.
Okay.
He's not from Barovia.
Okay.
He comes from another land, and
Well, he's from Barovia now.
well, yeah. Questions?
Oh, by the way, Cat is Cat says they know you.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was my friend.
Cool. So what's up to Cat is Cat? Thanks for dropping by. So now, well, I mean, what, how do you know Van Richten?
As a procurer of like arcane knowledge and materials and creatures and such, we've shared information here and there.
Yeah, I would imagine mostly through correspondence, since he can't leave
Yeah.
Barovia, and you know, until recently you'd never entered, because once you enter Barovia, you don't leave Barovia. So, all right, yeah. So, why do you want to kill Strahd?
Well, at first I was called here by Van Richten to help deal with Strahd, and then knowing I can't leave is kind of a problem, so
Yeah.
I'm going to solve that problem.
Right. Cool. Right. I mean, you know, being stuck in Barovia forever seems like a drag, unless you're from Barovia,
Yeah.
and then you know that's just home.
Yeah. Still a drag. But.
Yeah. All right. Cool. And anything else we should know about Laric?
He's not used to the environment, so he's kind of always grumpy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, everyone in Barovia is grumpy, so he probably fits right in.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Now, real quick for everyone. Does anyone want to state? I mean, you all have the bond of, like, you know, you're going to kill Strahd together, but do any of you know your characters prior to this? I mean, I imagine those of you who live in Barovia have met the other characters that live in Barovia. So, I guess real quick, Dagnar, what characters do you have a history with?
Well, I've gone with Van Richten to study the inmates before, so I would have met Lycon.
Okay. Nice.
And Brendar's here. And Brendar's very clearly a cleric, which means he talks to a deity, which means he might have some magic I can use.
Okay. Very cool.
I don't.
So I must make myself nice.
I just pray and, you know, things happen.
Can you pray for my looks, please?
Cool.
I'm so ugly.
All right. All right, then Brendar, characters you might know.
I think I would probably know Venus.
Yeah.
Or at least have some connection with Venus.
Mhm.
I come from, you know, another place besides Barovia. Having some green is a nice reminder.
Yeah. All right.
And I can also purify the water to feed your plant.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
You don't have to like give it blood anymore.
No, hold on. I
You
feel
can raise it right.
I feel like Venus is only finding this out now as you're on the Carriage Ride 2.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like, no.
Wait, what?
I can.
Shit.
She's like, I don't even know that I need to kill Strahd anymore.
If you
Well, hold on,
want.
can I get out right now?
I mean, I still feel like I could give my plant some powers if I feed it vampire blood. It's just been getting regular blood
Then
recently
I'll have to smite it or something. Like,
from other
hey.
sources.
Maybe if you kill Van Richten, I mean, if you kill
Yes,
Strahd,
kill Van Richten.
If you kill Strahd, the sun will come out, and that might be nice.
Yeah.
yeah, it'd be cool.
You can bet your bottom dollar.
That tomorrow there'll be murder. Cool. All right. Anybody else, Brendar? Did you have any like dealings with?
I imagine since I was here pretty early on with Van Richten, I might have met each of them in turn as recruiting them.
Yeah. Okay.
So I might have some connection with all of them, really.
All right. What about Lycon? Lycaon?
Yeah, whatever, man. We can just go with it. Yeah. I've had connections with almost all of these people through the jailing process, whether it's following up on leads or they themselves have been locked up.
Who's been locked up?
Oh no, I can't share that information.
Okay. Later. All right. Cool. All right. And what about Venus? Did you give me ones?
No, I have not.
Okay.
Come back to me in just a second.
All right, Larith. Now, obviously, you only probably recently met these people, but I guess
Well-
have you met any of them before the carriage?
I imagine Brendar,
Brendar?
right? Huh?
Brendar?
Brendar. Yeah, there we go. Imagine out before we both made our way eventually to Barovia, we might have crossed paths once or twice, given both of some decent age.
Yeah. That bitch Brenda. That's a different
We
game.
have this kind of supportive antagonist kind of relationship going on. Well, we like each other, but we don't let it show through like words, and we're constantly insulting each other.
When you're talking about him, can you refer to him as that bitch Brendar?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Good deal. All right, Venus.
Wolf and her mother Nox.
Alright, so
What do you know?
I don't think I've met Dagnar directly, but I have heard of him as the mysterious person crying in the woods. And by woods, I mean singular wood, the dead tree off in the corner.
There's probably a number of dead trees around, you know?
They're more like shrubbery, but yeah.
Do you cut them with a herring?
Carved out the inside of a dead tree
With
and
a herring?
stand inside of it, facing the wall,
And then,
crying.
Brendar has promised me water. I do not believe him yet.
Yeah, just recently.
I mean, I could just do it. Like, just hit me a bucket of water. I'll fix it right now. Like,
Open your mouth.
You know, and then with the death sentence and all, Lycon has donated blood to my plant
Cool.
on occasion.
Sounds ominous.
Why not?
Yeah, man. I mean, they got their head cut off. They're leaking a bunch of shit. I'll just
Yeah.
why not? Guys,
There you go. I got about a gallon and a half this time. That's
She just shows up every day and says, "Hey, you got any blood?"
I swear it's not for me. It's for a friend.
Cat as a cat would like to say that they are mildly concerned. Clearly, Cat has never watched one of our streams before because it's not
Yeah,
even
this is
bad.
mild. This is mild.
This is just the beginning.
Hang on.
So I proceed to fuck the tree.
You dendrophiliac, you. All right, cool.
well, that's
Even-
not right.
He even put a hole there so he can do it.
It's terribly made, and I actually have to back up and go back in.
Oh, Cat as cat says she runs the game that's Adam's in.
Yep.
Oh, that's one of those games where you min-max. Yeah, it's cool.
I don't always do that.
Hey, Cat
Sometimes
as
it
cat.
just happens.
Cat as cat.
How many rolls do you get? 5, 6?
Did you know that
24.
As many as you
Adam was a
fucking want?
min-maxer when you first met him? That's funny. All right. Cool.
Oh, that background's gorgeous, Joel.
Thanks.
He says you're just always a rogue.
Yeah, it's fun. I like things seeing me.
Oh, and they say even if you're not a rogue, you're still a rogue.
Accurate.
Yep, called out.
I'm a wizard this time.
Oh,
I'm a wizard this time.
You should feel
So,
hurt.
with invisibility.
hey, it's off.
I dual wield blades as a wizard. It's fine.
Yeah.
I have a quarterstaff, thank you.
Got a wand in each hand.
Does it break
Held
into
one
two?
backwards to be cooler.
That'd be pretty cool if it could, but no.
Right.
No, it's just it breaks into two really big nunchucks.
I see how it is.
Stealth nunchucks.
Still,
Where's my mouse? All right, there it is. All right. So you guys, along with Van Richten, are in the carriage ride. You're riding. The wind is howling. The rain is coming down. It's a narrow, somewhat treacherous path to the castle, and you're there with Madame Ava. And she says, "So, you've all come to slay the vampire scourge Strahd. Says, might I aid you with a fortune telling?" No?
Yes.
Sure.
I'm sorry, are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Don't talk to me.
I don't think my god likes that.
She said.
Go for it, weird
She
Jedi.
looks at Van Richten and she says, "Van Richten, this is quite a peculiar bunch you've assembled. Do you think they're up to the job?" And Van Richten
Probably
looks at you
not.
guys and he's like, "Yeah,
Sure.
I think so."
I will kill you where you stand.
We got the
says-
best we could, bro. We tried.
She says, "Oh, don't kill me unless you kill Strahd first. He still has use for me."
Promise? I can kill you after though, right?
She says, "I welcome sweet death."
I bet she does. What is she, like 1,000?
So,
Oh, that's probably much darker.
so
No such thing as too much darker.
I click on things. Yep. So, the old woman pulls out her Taroka deck, shuffles the cards slowly, closes her eyes. She begins to draw. Says, "Let's see what the first card is." She flips it over. The Wizard. Oh, what a fortuitous card. A learned sort. One who seeks knowledge and information. And the Wizard is a good card. You will find an item that you seek, one of great knowledge and power, in a place of learning. Search for it, and you shall find it. The next card. Excuse me.
Ew.
You want me to fix that for you?
She says, "Hush, boy, hush. Let the magic flow through
Let me
me."
die!
The second
die.
card.
Slowing in my pants, old woman.
Quiet! Quiet, you! Respect the magic, or it will kill you.
It's
Oh,
not how that
absolutely.
works, but
I
okay.
respect
Don't worry, I'm here.
The second card is the priest. The priest, oh, the priest. One of great religion, one of worship. But a forgotten art worship it is. In this land, there's no hope. You will find an item. One that will greatly aid you. A symbol of Ravenloft itself. In a place of worship. Yes, seek it out in the dilapidated halls. Your next card is the Dictator. From up high, the Dictator seeks to rule with power. She says, the thing you seek most, the thing that will grant you the ultimate power against evil, you will find upon high up above, leering down and all below. Excuse me. The fourth card. The fourth card is the warrior. How peculiar. The warrior is Strahd's most feared enemy. Who is the strongest of you?
Yo, me, right here. Right.
Not be.
Beware, Strahd will try to kill you. He will go after you relentlessly. But
Good,
know
I want to
that,
find him too.
but know that you pose the greatest threat. Lastly, she closes her eyes, breathes in deeply. The final card is here. The king. Royalty. Ah, yes. You will find your final confrontation in a place of great admiration and rule. Certainly this will be where you finish or die.
I cast Cure Light Wounds on her. I should really get that fixed.
Roll for it.
Roll it, Claire.
Yeah, I
Goodbye.
Gotta find it. Gotta find it.
Oh my lord.
28 plus my level. Does that get wisdom on it?
You got what? You got okay for it. Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Huh?
Yeah, you roll on wisdom to cast a spell.
Okay,
as a
so
cleric.
plus
Yeah.
3, so 4, 5, 6, 7. And because I have Devoted Healer, I also add my level to that. So
You realize you rolled a 1d8, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
it's
2d6s.
For the healing. No.
You roll 2d6 to cast the spell.
Oh, I gotta cast it to hit first?
Yeah,
No. Did you do that?
Oh.
There's a.
Really? To heal?
No.
that's 1d6.
You casted the
One more.
2d6 first, didn't you?
2d6.
Oh, that was from earlier. Sorry. My bad.
No, I'll do it real quick.
Yeah. Two of the d6s. Please.
Got you. Okay,
Oh yeah. There you go.
Plus your modifier.
I did.
Yeah, that
He did.
happened. Yeah, that hit hard.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then the d8.
Well,
was
He
the
healed the
1d8
shit
Lung
out of
cancer
her.
cured.
just,
Your tuberculosis is gone.
she,
Her face
she's-
now no longer looks like she sucked a lemon for eternity.
She says, "Oh, well, that does feel like a cool, fresh lozenge. Ah, yes, much better."
And admit this.
Oh.
To your pleasure.
She says,
And our
she
salvation.
says, "Tell me, Sonny, are you single?"
I might be a bit old for you.
She says, "Oh, I'm 356."
Oh, cool. I didn't know I was speaking with such a lovely cougar.
She says, "My sign is Scorpio. I'm more of a scorpion, I think."
Oh. I don't know what that means, and I'm not sure how to take that.
Well, it means that I'll be doing the penetrating, Sonny. And
I don't
anyways,
think so. I'm definitely.
as we move on,
I have a chastity belt on
this
for
is
my
taking-
religion that I follow strictly.
now that this is taking a southward turn. Yeah. All right. Cool. So,
But didn't she offer it to me? I'm hot, right?
I can't fix that. I'm sorry.
She reassembles her cards, and as soon as she pulls the last card back up to her desk, the card comes to a halt, and everything sort of jars and shakes. And I click things. You find yourself at the castle gate of Ravenloft itself. Is that what you want to leave here? Okay. Yep. All right. and you get out. So you get Van Richten ushers for you to get out, obviously, of the cart.
I'm gonna cast a spell when I get out of the cart.
Okay.
As
yeah,
Larith passes me, I let him get off first, and I just mutter "ladies first."
Oh. Age before beauty.
Too late, you're already off.
do you knock, or you just stand there, awkward looking, staring at each other? Yeah.
I
gonna
present
cast
my
a spell.
holy symbol,
What is your holy
and
symbol?
it's a anvil and flames like coming up underneath it and wrapping over the top.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Yeah,
Does it say Bad Boys for Life?
sure. But it says it in Dwarven runes, so nobody actually knows what it says.
That's cool.
He doesn't understand it
I
either.
know the
Larry
truth.
described it. It says, "I'm a bitch."
Yeah, probably. Can you do this for me?
Considering that I have wild speech and it's probably for both written and spoken, I might be able to read it.
You
Yeah.
might be able to.
So we could
Son of a bitch.
debate the rest of the game whether or not you could read the Dwarven or not. But do you knock on the door?
I'm gonna cast
I'll
a
knock.
spell before we knock on the door.
I was going to
Yeah.
just hunt and track so we didn't have to knock. We could just sneak around.
9. Cool. I cast Contingency, so I choose a 5th level spell or lower that I know, describe a trigger condition using a number of words equal to my level, and then it's held until I either unleash it or the trigger condition happens.
So what are you doing?
I choose Summon Monster, so Summon Monster is going to be on hold until I activate it, which
Okay.
it just happens. You don't have to roll to recast it.
Okay. Yeah.
I would also like to cast the spell first.
Yeah. Also, what do you want to take as your negative?
It looks very weird, so I draw unwelcome attention.
Cool. All right.
I'm just like fist punching in the air.
Well, I wasn't going to swarm you with the maggots so early on, but I guess no. That is one of the enemies in Castle Ravenloft is maggots.
Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
they like giant maggots?
No, they're small, but there's a full horde of them.
Oh. wonderful.
Gross.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast True Seeing on myself real quick.
Okay.
That's happening.
Yeah.
And that's just on now. I just have that on
Yeah.
now.
And what does that do for you?
It. I can see the true nature of everything around me. I can pierce illusions and see things that have been hidden. And you can describe the area.
Okay.
And you can ignore
Basically,
the illusions
invisible
or
things will
falsehoods.
be seen.
Yeah.
And I have a -1 to cast a spell, but I also have a way to get rid of that with my traits. So
That's basically true sight.
yeah, it's just true sight.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool.
I'm going to punch the door slightly hard, trying to damage it. I just want in.
Okay.
Shitty outside.
You could just knock. You were invited. You were literally invited.
I don't want to. I'm pissed off. I want to hit the door.
Okay. Yeah.
I was thinking about hunting and tracking. That way we could
Oh.
sneak.
Yeah. You definitely take like 2 damage to your fist because it's a pretty solid door.
Cool with that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really powerful knocking.
But
So.
when you knock the one time, the door starts to creak open, and standing before you is this gentleman here, and
The fuck.
yeah,
Hey, man.
What are you?
yeah. He says, "Welcome to Castle Ravenloft. Says the master has been expecting you. Please, won't you enter?"
I just pushed him out of my way and walked past him.
I'm gonna rub his face and ask how he got such fair skin.
He just lets you do it and stares at you like blankly.
Can I give him a high five on his weird branded hand?
You can try.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that on charisma?
I mean, roll on dex because he's probably gonna pull it away when you start swatting at him.
Oh, I can. That's cool. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah. You catch like part of his hand as he puts it down. He says, "Please, do not touch me. I do not like it."
I'm gonna undo his robe.
This is where we are.
He turns and starts walking into the castle to sort of like lead you in.
What's the dexterity on that, though?
You
need rolls.
also notice with him trailing behind him is this sort of disheveled-looking man in tattered clothing, and he has a shackle around his neck with a chain hanging down from it, and he's just following behind.
Okay.
A really strong urge to cut his head off.
Yeah. As you guys enter the castle, you hear the sound of organ music echoing through the halls.
So cliche.
Wow, original. Cool.
Yeah. it's a vampire.
Ooh, spoopy.
Everyone knows when it comes to vampires, they all play the organ.
The same way. They all only know the one song.
Except it's
got
Camp
plenty
Town
of time
Racist
to
sing this song. Terrible.
He leads you down the corridor into a room with light kind of spilling out of it. As soon as you enter, you are greeted. There's an entire table with a feast on it, and in the back, a large organ and a man playing that organ. The servant says to you, "May I present His Majesty, gracious ruler of all Barovia, Strahd von Zarovic." And Strahd stops playing, and he stands up, and he starts walking towards you. As he's walking, he says, "Greetings, fair travelers. Thank you so much for accepting my invitation. I present you with a feast. Please, sit and eat."
Wait, are you talking to me?
He says, "I'm talking to all of you esteemed guests."
Wow.
I'm
I've
debating
gotta
on whether or
talk
not
to
to
you,
turn
twice
in
today.
right now.
And Ben Richten says, "Strahd, you know why we're here." And that's what Strahd says, "Of course I know. I invited you. I do so love games. But please, no one should have to hunt on an empty stomach. I pray you eat and fill your belly before the hunt begins."
I'm gonna walk over to the turkey,
Yeah.
I guess. I'm gonna rip a leg off and I'm gonna sanctify it quietly to myself so nobody else knows I'm doing it. To make sure it's not poisoned.
Yeah.
I'm
You
just
think
gonna
it's to
take a
yourself, but it just looks really weird. You're just like
Strahd
casting a spell on a turkey leg in the corner.
Strahd sort of is like watching you.
yeah.
And he's like, I would never poison my guests. It would be no fun that way. What a cowardly way to inflict pain on someone. No, I only mean to give you the hospitality that any host would give his guests.
I've never been hosted before.
You're,
How does this work?
you're a
I'm just
vampire.
gonna stand there.
I don't trust you. And I'm just gonna take a bite out of the turkey leg now.
It's amazing.
I'm gonna awkwardly
yeah.
try to take a bite out of the same turkey leg.
No, get your own. No. There's another leg. Go get it.
Yeah.
Larith looks mortified. Just
Um,
at the both of them.
So, Dagnar, when you're doing that, you roll some realities for me.
12.
Yeah, you definitely notice that Strahd's gaze as he's scanning through the crowd stops and lingers on you, and you get a slight glint of anger when he sees you.
Are you coming on to me?
It better not be. That's
Please?
my job.
Whoa.
He says, no, you do not have what I seek."
I'm not pretty enough yet.
He says, "You remind me of someone, but that's not important."
So,
He says,
so I hear you got some wives there, right? You have a wife, right, Strahd? Oh wait, no, you want one, don't you?
He says, I have entertained many in my time. He says, one such as yourself, I imagine, isn't allowed pleasures of the flesh.
I'm gonna like tap on my chastity belt that now really exists. Just tink tink tink. Right?
He says, it must be so lonely.
Well, you know, hard to pee in these things.
Meanwhile, I'm lifting my plant and my arms up to the chandelier and yelling photosynthesize.
Strahd says, well,
That's the closest thing to sunlight we've had in so long.
Strahd says, it's time I take my leave to prepare for tonight's events. He says, I trust the fortune teller gave you what you needed.
Well,
I mean, she pulled out some playing cards.
Remains to be seen.
He says,
She
"Yes,
had a sweet
well,
holographic Charizard.
I hope you do make it entertaining for me. He says, I grow so bored in these weary times. Most of people worth their merit in this land they've all dried up, you might say.
You killed the plants! No, I'm just kidding.
He says, well then, I take my leave. And he just sort of slips out like a back door.
Super dramatically.
He just kind of like slips, like, shoo, gone.
Oh, okay.
He thinks it's dramatic, it's not. It's a smoke bomb, but he's
With
still
a
there.
grandiose wave of his cloak.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys think he knows we're here to kill him?
I don't think he has a clue. He hasn't figured it out yet.
Van Richten's like, oh, he knows. Strahd knows everything. But tonight, his arrogance will be his undoing. Clearly the only, like, serious person in the room.
Also
regretting his
pouring
choices
wine
just
into
a
my
little bit.
pet's, like, flower pot or whatever. Getting my, piranha plant super drunk right now.
He's gonna hold up a glass of water.
You know,
Why?
I'm surprised you're only on the second one.
Look, you know what? I'll do it with wine. I will turn the water into wine.
Turn the wine in the water.
Whatever. I can purify
Water!
it, okay?
Yeah.
Water! Boom! Done.
Silly cleric.
So-
Water doesn't exist.
So you guys are all
You're
just sitting
right.
there. Are you eating? Who's eating? Anyone eating?
Water's a myth.
I'm still trying to eat off of his turkey leg.
I've just let him have it.
Yeah. I'm now chewing on this turkey leg. You know, people have described me as awkward before. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Is that wine or blood, by the way? You
Well-
understand that we need actual drinks,
Can
not blood.
I get everyone to roll a Defy Danger on their wisdom, please?
Aw, man. That's not happening.
Oh,
Correct.
barely.
That's just a 2d6 plus
Plus wisdom.
Yeah.
Okay.
I defy none of the danger.
Yeah.
I'm pretty into this turkey leg.
Yeah, so real
I'm
quick, so our
too busy photosynthesizing.
Cat has asked the question, what is Defy Danger? For those who are not familiar with the Dungeon World system, so we're running a D&D module, but we're running it with the Dungeon World system, and that's a Powered by the Apocalypse dice system. So Defy Danger is basically you're just rolling to avoid something bad that's about to happen or that is happening. So
Yeah, not to get
Kinda
your
like
ass
a
stomped.
reflex save.
yeah, it's like a reflex save for sure. So anyways, for Brendar, you get a slight headache all of a sudden, but that's about it. Dagnar and Venus, you guys, for a brief second, the room, when you look at it, doesn't look like it looks now. Some of the chairs are like on the ground. There's blood everywhere. And there's like bits of body parts. It's almost like a master dinner party in this room, and that lasts for about 10 seconds, and then you snap back to reality. But you were also left with a pretty searing headache after the flash, and you both will take -1 to your next roll.
Okay.
As a result. So.
Okay, I want to cast a spell then.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic. Just in case.
Cool. Yeah.
That's a 9, so.
Yeah. It seems as though it wasn't the room that was necessarily magicked. It's something that sort of hits you just suddenly and then was gone. So whatever it's going is not persisting now. So.
And we're just fine.
Yeah. The rest of you are just fine. The rest of you are like, what are they? What? Yeah. So the rest of you, So the rest of you, you see them sort of like grab their heads or like react in a way. Particularly Larith and Lygon, Lycian, because at least Brendar, got a headache. Right? But you two are perfectly fine. So, what is your reaction to their sort of what happened to them?
I just chuckled to myself.
Nothing cool. All right.
I was looking at moves and stuff.
Yes, because you're a min-maxer. I got it.
I was gonna try to discern to tell what happened.
Yeah. Okay.
If I
Did
could.
you ask
Can
them
we
like,
discern?
"Hey, what's up? Are you okay?"
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a headache.
And you two, what?
I saw some crazy
What's wrong
shit.
There was a bunch of dead bodies, but I haven't killed anything yet. They're gone now, though.
Oh, good.
It was a very short blip of.
Where
just
exactly
basic-
were the bodies?
Well, there were pieces of body.
I
A
need to
little
know
over
for
here and over there.
Yeah, it kind of looks like there was like exploded people all over the dinner
There
table.
was an arm on this chandelier.
That's
Yeah.
good. Arms work.
For
I mean,
what?
Nothing.
Everybody roll discern realities real quick.
Nice. I could use my intelligence on this.
Yeah.
Oh, do
Is
we
that
get
on
the-
intelligence?
Wisdom.
Certain reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get to roll on
I
intelligence.
finally get to get good discern realities.
10.
Look at all the fucking tins.
I know.
I know,
man.
right?
That's great.
Wow. And
So I need to
also
roll mine.
for those watching who aren't familiar with the system, discern realities is basically a perception check. Okay, yeah. That's do I have Larith is not
We still
rolled
need,
yet?
yeah. Hang on.
He's such a fast typer, He doesn't.
I was
need-
getting.
He doesn't need a dice roller.
I keep having to go back and forth through my page.
You saw my screen set up. Set it up, son.
Yeah, or you just use 3 screens like I do.
Yeah, that clusterfuck.
Don't judge my clusterfuck. I've
Yeah,
got like
just-
7 windows open right
Just
now.
just your
Don't mind me.
fustercluck.
It's all like slammed together. I've got like 5 different pages open that I'm looking at the same time.
Yeah. All right. So after this transaction of you guys, whatever, you notice Van Richten is missing. He's no longer in the room.
Oh crap! They
Dude,
got
he's
him
killed the old man.
right under our noses.
I mean, maybe he went to go talk to that old lady. She seemed pretty thirsty.
He just went to the
maybe.
potty. It's fine.
Maybe he's in the bathroom.
Well, I totally was only half paying attention to the old lady, but I think she said we needed to get on the roof.
Yep. She said. She said a place of learning, of education. She said.
I'm not going back to school. I already got out of that.
So a library?
Yeah, that would be a good place to start. She said a place of worship, and then she said a place really high.
So a chapel and
Chapel, a library or study, and a
Auditorium.
tower.
yeah.
Yeah.
So where are you going?
Let the game begin. Should we start at the bottom and work our way up?
Yeah.
Or should we start at the top and work
So
our way down?
the
Just
closest
start
thing
from
to
the bottom.
you,
Now we're here.
closest thing to you would be the library. We'll posit Van Richten would have had like some basic layout of the castle that he had sourced. So the library is on the same floor that you were on. If that's somewhere you think you should go.
Yes, we should go there.
Yes.
Let's head to the book spot.
Sure.
Yeah, cool.
I'm gonna also take a moment to cast a spell on myself.
All right.
I'm gonna cast True Seeing.
All right. If only you could just roll with the click of one button. Wow. All right. So, yeah. What do you want your negative effect to be?
Trip threes. The Holy Trinity.
Gotta pull that up.
So you can lose the spell. You can take a 1 out of attention. You can take a -1 to casting.
To draw one of Malcolm attention.
Okay.
Or put myself in the spot.
All right. So are you doing this as you walk down the hall, or?
Before we leave the...
Okay. All right. So you cast it, and then you guys make your way. It doesn't take long. You do manage to get into the library. So once you get into the library, does anyone roll? Let's roll discern realities for anyone who wants to.
I don't discern anything.
Okay, I'll take that.
I discern jack shit as well.
Yeah.
Me and the plan are busy talking about how awful water is.
Yeah. For sure.
And I start freaking out because there's a fireplace in here. And, you know, being a very dry plant is probably not a good place for me to be standing near. And I'm also horrified by all the books because, you know, dead trees.
Yeah.
It's a cemetery! Like, I'm just,
So,
like, losing it in the middle of the room.
As soon as you guys walk in the room,
The floor's made out of wood.
Yeah. Nightmare!
It hasn't been polished in decades.
I just pick up the closest book and I'm like, Bob, is that
hold
you?
on. So you enter the room, and when you walk in, Larith and that bitch Brendar,
Yeah.
you see a portrait above the fire mantle, and the woman in this portrait bears a striking resemblance to Venus. Underneath the portrait it says Tatiana. And Dagnar, when you enter the room, you are accosted with a vision. In this vision, from your perspective, you're shaking Strahd's hand, and then you gesture to a woman, and you feel a sense of joy and pride when you're gesturing to her. Strahd's face when he sees her is a combination of sadness and anger, and you'll take an additional -1 on your next roll as a result. Venus, when you walk in the room, you are cursed with a loud ringing in your ear, and your heart feels as though it might explode, and you feel a constant sense of dread.
Yeah, that's familiar.
Wow, the same thing I've been feeling this whole time, just slightly worse.
I just have this vision of Dagnar frothing at the mouth, rolling around on the floor, having a vision.
Yeah.
It's actually me just standing in the middle of the room, gesturing at the painting and shaking the air.
So, and
you
then
have something
for
to tell us?
who will be? Somebody rolled. Yeah. So, Lakian, you're like looking around the room. You're discerning the realities of the room while these people are sort of noticing these other things, and you definitely see a book on the far shelf that is. It seems to be like the oldest, dustiest, untouched book in the room. You feel drawn to it.
All right, I go pick it up then.
Be careful with my father.
Venus, do you have something to tell us? I'm just gonna gesture at the picture.
I've never seen that woman before in my life.
Looks like you.
That is odd.
Did I discern get anything?
We'll say both you and Brendar were noticing the resemblance between the portrait and Venus.
I don't think I'd be able to answer them because the ringing in the ear and all
Yeah.
this terrible. Like I would just kind of be a little bit nutty at that point.
Okay.
That's
Those are cool runes on the
odd.
archway.
So something's weird about that, right? There.
It's definitely there's something weird about that.
Okay.
As you guys are having this debate, and Lycon has picked up the book, you noticed in this time that a haunting music box melody has been playing, resonating throughout the room.
I'm gonna go turn it off.
You cannot find an off switch.
He
I'm
throws
gonna
it in the
throw
fire.
it in the fire for you.
Yeah.
Does
Do it.
my
It gets louder.
Yeah!
does my true scene show me anything about this room?
So, as you're looking around the room and you see Lycon holding the book definitely has it's magically like enchanted. It definitely has a similar feel to Strahd himself. Lycon, as you're sifting through the book, it says on the front cover, the Tome of Strahd. As you begin reading through it, it seems to be his personal diary. You learn that Strahd fought a pretty epic war to win this country, and once he had finally defeated his enemies and taken over Barovia, he invited his family to come stay with him, and he invited his brother Sergei and his mother, and when they arrived, Sergei brought with him his fiancée, Tatiana. And Sergei is much younger than Strahd, about 20 years younger. And as you're reading through Strahd's personal feelings on the matter, Strahd was proud for his brother, but he was sad because he had fallen in love with Tatiana in the time that she had spent there in the castle. And he was jealous of her love for Sergei. And as you're reading the book, Dagnar, you see on the shelf a brain in a jar. And you
I'm gonna pick it up.
Yep. Okay. I was gonna say you compelled to go to it, but I don't have to do that.
Oh, guys. Dude, there's a sweet-ass brain in a jar.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Don't
gross.
touch it.
Yeah.
Don't
Oh, I'm
touch
touching
it.
the hell out of this.
Don't
Does
touch it.
that?
Can I drink the water in it?
Is
God.
the
No, it's mine.
People, stop.
grotesque.
Children, please.
I can purify that later.
I'm gonna pop
Dagnar
open the
wants-
jar and sniff inside.
No, man, butt chug it. We got a phone.
As you're holding the brain,
It's in the different bag.
you start feeling a searing pain inside your own brain. Can you roll Defy Danger on your Constitution for me?
With a negative.
Two
So
negatives.
it's the spicy formaldehyde.
I already used the
Okay,
first
yeah.
negative when I cast the
Yeah.
spell.
Yeah. So you're gonna take 8 psychic damage, and it's gonna bring you to your knees.
Damn.
And
I'm gonna start violently trying to bring the jar up to my lips.
So the rest of you seeing this happen.
I knocked the jar away from him with my.
Wait. So you go to knock the jar away. Can you roll a Defy Danger with your dexterity for me?
Oh god!
You get a -1.
You knew this is how this would go.
Dexterity.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Is dexterity your dubstep?
So with a -1, you
Yeah.
said?
Yep. So as you're making your way over, a doll wheels out from behind the couch, holding a needle. She pricks you in the ankle. You stumble, and you manage to knock the jar out of Dagnar's hand, but not before hitting your face on the wall as you fall, toppled to the ground.
Jesus Christ.
You take 3 damage as that
Does he
happens.
get any of the delicious knowledge Gatorade?
The brain guard just falls to the ground. Dagnar, you feel a strong sense to save it, though.
Yeah.
I
He laughs
Try to
off
catch
the
it with my
floor.
mouth.
Yeah. Well, he's knocked it out of your hand. It's landed on the floor.
He's licking it off the floor.
I'm gonna suck it up like a noodle.
What's Brendar doing right now?
I guess I'm gonna go. Are you okay, Larith? Are you okay?
Doll!
You're fine. You don't need to heal. You're good. All right.
Point at the doll that just stabbed him as he gets up.
Is that thing attacking us? Or
Well,
did it just hit him?
It hit him, but I mean, this is all happening like within moments of each other. So,
I'm gonna run up and kick it.
yeah. I mean, roll on a
Hunt it.
a strength check, I guess.
Sure, I'm good at that. Oh, 10.
Yeah, roll some damage on it.
Do you get a modifier for that or not?
No,
Or not for damage, right?
no.
Four.
Cool. Yeah, you can get. I assume you're getting it like towards a wall or something.
Yeah, just kicking it like as far away as I can.
Yeah. You can get against one of the walls of the books, and when it hits, it says, "Ow! Why would you do that?
Why would you stab my friend?
Your friend was trying to hurt my friend. Isn't that
your
right?
friend started him.
Isn't that right, Grayan?"
Brian.
And
He was only gonna drink a little.
yeah. What is Lycian doing?
I am going to shapeshift into a dog.
Okay.
So,
The dog, or like something more than a dog?
you'll see when I shape.
Okay. All right.
Yep. I'm gonna burst forth into a werewolf,
All right.
and I've got this thing called embrace the form. When I shapeshift, roll a d4 for extra holds.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that real quick. Awesome! I get 2 holds.
Yep. All right. Yeah. So you want to describe that transformation for me?
I literally it's like within a couple of seconds, all my bones crack, fur grows. I became huge.
Yeah. All
Scary.
right. Yeah. Very briefly.
Do your pants
Has
stay
anyone
on?
here seen you in werewolf form before?
No, my clothes, my pants especially shapeshift with me.
Is anyone surprised or in fear of his wolf form?
Listen, I got this whole brain thing going on. I don't have time to deal with that.
Yeah.
Look, I specialize in undead, not werewolves.
He's like, I want the thought jerky.
Larith seems more interested than surprised. Like,
Yeah.
that's neat.
Cool.
Now I see why Von Richten wanted you.
Everyone roll Defy Danger with your Constitution.
Wait, I actually don't have a bad constitution.
I have a really great constitution.
My
I still
rolls
did
are on
shit.
fire tonight.
Double
Yeah.
ones. I am amazing.
You are. So a shockwave of psychic energy, a mind blast, if you will, bursts forth from the brain in the jar. So for Brendar, you also feel sort of the crippling, like searing, burning thing inside your brain that like Dagnar had felt before. For Lycaon, Venus, and Dagnar, you guys all sort of just like experience like a headache, right? So for those of you experiencing a headache, you take 1 damage, psychic damage. Then for Brendar, you take 6 psychic damage. And then Laric, you get nothing, man. It washes over you, and you're just like, huh, that's neat.
No, he says neat, but in a very condescending tone.
So yeah. Why is the room going? Anyways,
It's not good.
so
It is not.
yeah. I mean, Laric, what are you doing? I
This
see
is all
you
going on.
collected yourself and you've gotten up by now.
Yep. Going to turn my hand, point it at the jar, and cast magic missile.
Okay. Roll your 2d6 special modifier on that.
+3, but it'd be +2 because I got true seeing it. So, whatever. So there's 7.
All right. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Yep. And that is 2d4.
Okay.
Tab. Four.
Cool. Yeah. So the missiles strike the glass. You can see it cracks and fluid starts to leak out slowly. I mean, the brain just doesn't really do anything with it. It's just in there. What do you want to take as your negative? Do you want to lose the spell? Do you want to take, draw unwanted attention? What do you want to do with that?
They unwanted attention.
Yeah, cool. While you've been casting the spell, the little doll is scurried up your back and stabs you in the side of the neck with her little sewing needle. You take 3 damage as that happens, and she's sort of just like on your back. She's like, I got you. Dagnar.
I'm gonna use spell defense and just negate that damage.
Okay. Is there like a roll for that?
No, I add my true seeing and this so to subtract the level of the spell from the damage.
Okay. All right. Dagnar, you sort of snap back, to the present in reality. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna scream at the top of my lungs. Give me your magically compelling knowledge, and take a bite out of the brain.
You have to get it open first. You want to break the jar.
I told you I popped open the jar to sniff it.
All right.
Yeah, jar's open.
Okay.
I just gotta reach in and grab it.
Okay. Roll on. I guess. I don't know, man. Let's roll on wisdom.
This is beautiful.
5.
God!
I'm not sure how wisdom manages to grab things, but
Well, it's not what happens once you grab it. So you grab the brain, and it suddenly you are not you. The brain is you. The brain is
I take a bite out of me as a brain.
It's a mind control. When the brain's turned to act, it's going to use you. So you're holding the brain in your hand, but then it's almost like you're watching yourself at this point. You can see yourself.
Okay. I'm gonna have contingency activate then.
Okay. What does that do?
Since it's held, it's the spell I held earlier.
Yeah,
So
okay.
a monster's gonna appear,
Okay.
and I have to roll a 1d6 for its traits.
Okay.
Sweet. sweet. It gets 4 traits. So, it's going to do 1d8 damage. It's going to have plus 2 HP for each level I have. So it's going to have...
14.
What is it? Yeah. 14 HP.
Okay.
It's going to have a useful adaptation. And I'm going to make that adaptation mental clarity.
Okay.
And it's not reckless.
Okay. All right.
And it's going to be Samael the Hellhound. From
Okay. And how does it summon? Does it like burn from the floor, or does it just appear out of nowhere, or what happens?
It's going to spring backwards out from behind my back.
Okay.
Out of seemingly thin air.
Okay. All right. So, Brendar, this hellhound is jumping out of Dagnar's back as he's holding the brain, and Laric has got like this doll on his back, stabbing in the neck. What are you doing?
Okay, where do I even start?
I'll also say it's treated as my character, so.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna heal the elf with cure light wounds.
Oh, should I have been tracking my armor? Would that negated damage?
Yeah, with that damage, yes, that kind of damage it would.
Okay, so I wouldn't take anything. Cool. Sorry.
Yep.
I'm actually completely fine, so there's no point in healing me.
You wouldn't take the damage from like the stab or being like falling or hitting your face or anything.
I have my armor. I have a 4, and I've only taken 3 damage both times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I think you're the only one that was damaged besides me. I guess Dagnar's a little bit damaged, but you're right.
Dagnar's a lot damaged.
Oh,
Dagnar took like over almost half of his HP in damage so far.
your mind control. The character doesn't know that. I guess I'm gonna run over and try to like knock the brain out of his hand.
Okay.
That's not what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. I mean, if you're just gonna like swat at it, then you're rolling strength.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Tim.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And rolling some strength will do some damage too while you do it. Roll your damage dice, which is like d6, right?
Yeah, it's just what.
Yeah.
5.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So yeah, you'll knock it out of his hands onto the ground, and when it lands on the ground, Dagnar, you are snapped back into reality. Oops, there goes gravity. And the brain lands on the floor, and some like green liquid starts oozing out its sort of central like crevice.
It's magically delicious.
And
It's not.
yeah. Venus, what are you doing?
Doesn't see me because it hasn't started attacking me or anything like that. I'm gonna be camouflaged. This is when you keep still in a natural surrounding. Enemies won't spot you until you make your movement.
Okay.
And I'm going to use Called Shot. When you attack a defenseless or surprised enemy, you can choose to deal the damage and name your target. So I'm going to aim for the arms, and we'll see how I do with that.
The arms of the doll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Dang.
and on a 10 plus, they will drop anything they're holding, and you also get that plus the damage.
Yeah.
So then I roll for damage.
Yep.
So they drop their little stupid needle thing.
Yeah.
5 damage.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And you're shooting with an arrow, right?
Yeah.
Okay. From a crossbow or a regular bow?
It was whichever one I got. The hunter's bow. So
Okay.
I would say probably just a regular.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I mean, you definitely like break off, sever, or whatever you want to call it, one of her arms as the pin draws her down.
Yeah.
And she falls off of Laric's back. When she lands to the ground, she goes limp, and then like her back is facing towards you, and she turns her head full 180 all the way around,
Nice.
looking at you, and she says, "That wasn't very nice. You're a bad girl. A bad girl. And her eyes turn red.
Yeah, okay.
Like, yeah, what are you doing? Oh, what else?
Quick question
Yeah.
for a future move. If because her arm so easily fell off, would that be considered a weak point, and would I know about it now?
Yeah, well, I mean, her arm's not weak point anymore because it's gone. But,
I don't know, armhole. Anyway, that's never mind. We're good.
yeah, okay. So, like, what are you doing?
I'm going to attack the doll.
Yeah, okay. You should, like, grab it in your mouth and shake it like a dog.
Yes.
That'd be hilarious.
Alright, so I'm going to just pick it up and shake it like a dog.
Yeah, okay. Alright, cool. Roll some damage.
Right. And it's going to be a D10. Of course, that tracks.
Yeah. So yeah, you're shaking it, and you seem to be damaging it, but like I don't know, it's holding strong for whatever reason. You know.
This doll's built for tough.
Yeah. I maybe even like as you're shaking it, roll that 7 there. As you're shaking it, some of the wood starts to splinter, and you are catching some splinters in the mouth. Yeah. You just take like 2 damage, right? As the splinters like poke you. And we get everyone to roll a Defy Danger on your wisdom, please.
Yeah.
Oh, it could have been worse.
Well, you can just click a button and cause the dice to
I know. I'm getting there.
Such a fast typer.
Well, that wasn't me typing. That was me
Holy
using the
shit.
dice roller.
Yeah.
All one.
Oh my god.
It's alright, you might get killed right now.
Yeah. Another psychic blast emanates from the brain, and when this one goes, the brain sort of like completely melts on the floor, and Laric, you don't feel anything right now. It just dies and melts on the ground, and it seems to be just sort of, like I said, it melts, into a puddle of goo. Laric, what are you doing?
I was gonna cast a spell on it before I did that weird psychic blast thing, but
Yeah.
I checked to see if anything's wrong with me. I'm trying to go through just.
Yeah, do you want to roll Discern Realities?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and that is int. Int.
Can you discern reality and attack on the same turn?
Maybe if you discern well enough. Right. Yeah. You definitely sense like a tingling sensation in your consciousness.
Yeah,
There's-
he's got mind herbs.
There's something.
I was gonna say, hey, what the
There's
heck?
definitely some sort of latent psychic energy inside of
Does it seem to be magical?
you. Yeah, I mean, psychic. I guess psychic energy is magical.
I'm gonna dispel magic on myself.
Okay. Yeah, roll for it.
Eh.
Yeah, so yeah, you definitely purge. There's sort of what would you say, a magical time bomb inside your brain, set to explode at a later date, and you definitely dispel that. So yeah,
Get the fuck out of my head.
yeah. Actually, Lycon, you're still shaking this doll. Let me get you to roll strength check for me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. After continuous vigorous shaking, you do manage to shake it to like pieces, and it sort of just falls apart. And you do incur a few more splinters for 1 more damage, but really that's it. And then you guys are sort of just left there in the room with the the tome's still in hand, I presume, or it's on the table, or you left it somewhere.
That was a wild ride.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and scoop up some of the brain goo.
Okay.
I'm gonna heal him.
Yeah, you should probably do.
Oh, my magical fucking goo.
I'm gonna cure moderate wounds.
I wanna.
I gotta roll.
I want to use my move Enchanter.
Okay.
On the book.
That is.
Yeah.
So I can see what it does. Magic
17
item.
Dagnard.
Roll for it.
It doesn't say I have to roll.
Is it a spell or something? Or
No, it's a move. When you have time and safety with a magic item, you may ask the GM what it does.
oh, okay. So you
GM
want
wants
to
it to reflect.
hang out in this room for like an hour? Okay, I got you. Right.
Is that how long it would take to do that?
Yeah. Let's say. I mean, if you want to ask to hold the book, and so as time goes on, you'll learn more about it. If you want to continue on.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. All right.
As we move along.
Yeah. I mean, does Lycan give it over to Laric?
Yeah, sure. He doesn't need a book.
Okay. Yeah. All right, so yeah, you take the book and
Books
keep
are
it on your
for
person, and
nerds.
you'll sort of learn more about it as you carry on. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you guys have kind of found the thing you were looking for in here. There's still the odd similarities between Tatiana and Venus, but that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So you guys want to make your way to the next locale?
Searching
guess
for
so.
the chapel.
Fuck the Brain Doll room is weird.
That shit was weird.
Yeah.
Really
You're
weird.
17 HP back.
Yeah.
At this time, I click things and they do stuff, and I do stuff and I click things.
Does anybody else need healing?
No.
Okay, good.
So,
So you're a werewolf.
yeah.
Yeah.
Were you gonna tell us that?
I figured I'd just show you.
That's cool. I have a dog too.
I can
Yeah.
respect that.
Sure.
Son of a bitch sent one of those bastards to my jail and the fucker bit me.
Well, as long as you help us kill Strahd, I guess it's fine.
Oh, Strahd's gonna die.
Yeah. So, you guys, as you're making your hauls to find the cathedral, you hear the organ music again echoing out throughout the building. Seems as though Strahd's back at it, playing his music, and
I'm bopping my head as we're walking.
He's just looking for the groupie bitches.
yeah,
Man, it really is good though.
yeah. Hey,
Oh, you hear how he hit that low note? That was sweet.
It's almost inhuman.
so eventually you guys make your way and you stumble into the cathedral. It's pretty run down, and yeah. All right, and lots of things are boarded up.
Take a few of these pews out, throw a couple of beds in. We got ourselves a real.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So yeah. So do you guys start searching around here and see what you
Yeah.
can find? Or? Let's move a little
I'm gonna go stand behind the podium and start giving a sermon.
Yeah, about
on
what?
How awesome I totally am.
Cool.
I swear, guys. I promise.
Yeah.
Everyone loves me outside of this city. These
Please
guys
make
are
him roll
just the weird
charisma.
ones.
Sway us.
I'm gonna try and sway them into thinking I'm cool.
Yeah. Well, maybe you should roll some charisma. See how how that goes.
Perfectly bad.
Yeah, no, people kind of
We
hate you
don't
right
believe
now.
you.
It's as it should be.
You'll never be cool.
Listen, after I get done with Strahd, I'm coming for you.
Let me show you how it's done.
So I guess actually, Dagnar, roll a discern realities while you're sort of at the podium.
I'm really enthralled in my speech right now.
Yeah.
I think I'm doing the best.
Is that is that your discern reality? Is that 3?
It's a 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You don't discern anything.
Wow.
I'm talking myself up big. I love it.
You know, everybody else should roll me a discern realities while we're
I
at
was
it.
like, can I look around? That's
Yeah.
what I was about to ask. Yeah.
I see stuff, but not
Can I
anything.
spout more about the cathedral?
Sure, yeah. That's on intellect.
It's on intellect.
Yep.
Still 2d6, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I hit that twice on accident. Before would have been the roll.
Yeah.
Either way,
they're both
both
fails.
Yes.
Yeah. you're like
sick.
you're
Make
like-
yourself feel better.
you're pretty much like, hey guys, I think this is the cathedral.
Yeah. I've seen this before at my church
This
that I was raised in.
this reminds me a lot. I think of church. Yeah.
Hey guys, I think that there's a religion taught here or something.
So
That was the most
When he says that-
unhelpful thing you could have said right now.
When he says that, I start going off on a rant about, listen, my children,
Yeah.
be good to each other. That's what they say in churches, right?
So
Yeah.
while you guys are searching around, Venus, you find in there
Yeah.
in one of the corners a portrait, and at the bottom of the portrait it says family von Zarovich, and it looks to be a picture of a very human Strahd and a younger gentleman beside him that looks related anyways, and then a woman off to the side who seems to be older than the two of them. You can kind of discern that maybe this is Strahd, his brother and mother, and when you see this photo, you start seeing some flashes. You see an image of Strahd with his brother. It looks like they're arguing, but you can't make out about what. And then it flashes to another image of their mother crying, and then flash forward again. You see an image of the ocean down below, as though you're viewing it from the tower, and then you're snapped back to reality.
Well, that was weird.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Lakian and Larith, you guys are searching around, and then you sort of both arrive at the same location, in the back of the church, behind the podium, beyond where Dagnar is, and in a dusty glass case, there is a medallion. It looks kind of like a sun with a red gem in the middle. So Larith, you can tell that this is a magical item for sure.
You know what this is?
I guess I'll start doing. Can I do 2 items at once?
Like what?
Like the enchanter thing? Can I be working on both of them?
Yeah. You've got this book with you, and so you're almost osmosising the information about the book right now. So it's just happening over time.
Okay, can I do that the same thing to the medallion?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. But Lakian, when you see the medallion, it rings a bell. You're like, oh, I've seen this, and you go back, or you let Larith know that you saw it in the book, the Tome of Strahd.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So, and Larith, are you going to look in the book for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do that.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, as you're thumbing through the book, you do find a page, and it has a very well-drawn depiction of this image, and it says the holy emblem of Ravenkind, and in the book it says keep sealed, do not touch.
Just say why it needs to be sealed.
No.
I'm gonna keep trying to identify it.
Yeah. So while you guys are all down there rooting around and doing stuff, the door to the cathedral where
Kirby.
you entered,
Sorry.
you hear it creak open, you know, and through the door comes
Him again.
the figure in white.
Hey, man!
Perfect.
No sex. I mean,
Yeah, and behind him his companion in rags, and he says, "Oh, I see you found the medallion. Well then, perhaps you'd like to test your mettle against me."
I take my pants.
No, I'm pretty good.
I was thinking that, yeah. I'm like, eh.
He says,
I'll step forward. I'll fight you.
he says, "Good, for I believe that you are worthy to fight our dear Lord Strahd. He would only be disappointed in you."
Kind of sounds like you're
Why do I hear boss
obsessively
music?
in love with him.
So,
Listen, you've got to give me your facial cream.
Later, when you die.
so
I'm just gonna go ahead and start this off with a bang. I'm gonna cast Cage
all right,
on him. Going with unwanted attention.
good. All right, now how does Cage work?
Cage. The target is held in a cage of magical force. Nothing can get in or out of the cage. The cage remains until you cast another spell or dismiss it. While the spell is ongoing, the caged creature can hear your thoughts, and you cannot leave sight of the cage.
Okay. All right. So yeah, the a cage forms around the white one, and when that happens, the character in rags that's behind him leaps into the air, and as he leaps into the air, black feathers start coming out of his body. His face grows long and beak-like, and he turns into sort of this man-raven creature.
Awesome.
And
That's disgusting.
and
It was worse than Dagnar.
he jumps on you and starts clawing at your eyes, and you take 1 damage as he's clawing at your face.
And my armor reduces that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I take nothing.
So,
I would like to cast a spell as well.
yeah, all right, go ahead.
I cast Cage on the Birdman.
Yeah.
Now, since they're both ongoing spells, the Hellhound just disappears.
Yeah, okay, all right. So, I have a question, though. This thing was on Larith, so is Larith trapped in the cage with him?
No, Cage is magical binding force. It binds just the
Okay.
target.
All right. So yeah, it binds him, and I guess he's just like a paperweight on top of Larith now. I don't know.
Out from under the bird thing in a cage.
No. Actually, he's just held in a magical cage, so he's just held in midair.
Okay. All right. So yeah, now both these guys are sort of caged.
Can I cast a spell?
Yeah, sure.
You also cast Cage,
cast
but on
Cage.
someone else.
Cages on cages on cages.
No. I'm gonna cast Cause Fear, and they can't run away, so it's torturing them basically.
Oh, so you're casting fear on the cage, so they're terrified of the cage they're trapped in.
Hey guys, let's stand here for an hour. Drive them insane.
I mean, cast it.
Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, that works.
Yeah. All right.
So
Who are you casting it on?
the bird, because fuck that creepy fuck.
Yeah. Well, I guess he's like frozen in place, right? So he can't like move or react to the fear that he's.
No,
feeling.
but he is terrified.
Yeah. So yeah,
Maybe like the throne or something.
I feel so bad.
I don't.
he's afraid, for sure. So these guys
Do
are
I
both
have a
magically
shiny?
caged.
I can hand
Can
him
I
a shiny.
also turn undead on the other one?
Now, how does that work?
I branded
Kate-
my holy symbol and pray.
Yeah, but it doesn't make them undead, does it?
Oh, if they're not undead, it won't work.
Right, they're not undead.
Okay, well that's not gonna work. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
once,
Cage says nothing can get in or out of the cage, and
Right.
the cage remains until you cast another spell or dismiss it.
or you leave it
So
side,
that
right?
also means oxygen can't get in or out of the cage. So, hey Larith, want to stand here for 30 minutes while they die? Everyone cool? Everyone cool with hanging out and letting them suffocate to death?
Yeah, why not?
While being
This is a cool church.
terrified.
We're gonna stand here and let
Yeah.
these guys die.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. 30 minutes goes by, and
I'm
And,
singing a chanty or something.
they go unconscious at least for a little, first.
Well, we'll
Wait
hold
till
it
they
for
stop
another 10 to
twitching.
15.
Yeah, just wait till they stop twitching. Make sure.
I'm
They
using
can't
my
twitch.
wild speech
They
hearing
can't twitch,
them.
You're right.
No, what we do, well, we can just drop it after they're unconscious and just kind of, just snap their necks,
I have a
That's
giant
brutal.
axe. It's time for a beheading, boys.
Wouldn't they be our prisoners then? I mean,
Yes, and you execute prisoners during wartime.
that's true. I'm like, no, it's not. That's a war crime.
So I'm gonna release mine on the bird, and then I'm just gonna walk up to its unconscious body, and I'm going to swing my axe and cut its head off.
Okay. I mean, roll on strength to see if it's a clean blow at least.
Pretty
The
clean.
serpent thinks you too.
Yeah, pretty clean. You get some blood in your eye. It stings a little bit.
Oh God! Oh, bird! Ew!
So yeah, you kill the bird for sure. He's dead.
You have a very clean way of killing the other one, Jesse, or Brendar.
I need everyone to leave the room and leave me alone with them for a while.
He's not a ghost.
Consecrate the area. Like 10 minutes. Okay, 5.
2.5.
So,
Literally just walk out, then walk back in.
unfortunately, Larith can't leave sight of the cage, so he's gonna have to watch.
That's true.
You know what? I'm okay with that. Watch me, elf boy.
I've probably watched before. It's not like it's
Whoa.
a shocking
Oh,
revelation.
hang on a minute now.
I see. Oh,
I consecrate the ground. In my own particular faction.
So
Why don't you share the fashion with us, son?
No.
here, I'll lay it sideways for you.
Perfect.
an old dwarven custom.
Yeah.
Good old consecration!
Okay, so
Really get you going in the morning.
well, I was concerned we weren't going to get this done in 4 hours, but I think that's not going to get 40 minutes off. So,
So while we're waiting
Watch
outside
we'll
for
do
to consecrate,
As I
I'm
said,
gonna
watch
cast
we'll do
another
the main
spell.
boss. Yeah.
Cool, 12. I'm casting contingency, and it's gonna be my summon pet again.
yeah, okay, cool. All right, so yeah, you guys now have.
Actually, no, it's gonna be sleep.
Okay, all right. So you guys have the second artifact, and I assume you start making your way maybe to the tower.
Hopefully, there's
Go
a print
ahead.
test in there.
Do I have an idea of what the diary does? The book?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, had that fight lasted longer, you would have. But they didn't.
It still technically lasted 45
yeah,
minutes.
45 minutes. Yeah. So yeah, pretty soon. So you start making your way to the tower, and as you there's a part where basically you have to go outside to get to the stairs that lead up into the spire. So you start making your way through the outer part of the tower, and up the sound of the wind and the rain. And as you're making your way, you hear sort of echoing through the air. He says, My, you're a clever bunch, aren't you? I never expected you to get so far so fast. And then
Coming for you, Strahd.
We have an impressive reload speed.
And
Yes.
yeah, sort of out of nowhere, coming from the out of the clouds, basically dive bombing. Strahd comes down and confronts you, and I click.
He's flying down, right?
He's flying really quickly, and he's like landing
From like in the sky.
Yeah, in the sky.
Cool.
Sounds like Strahd.
As soon as I see him, I release my contingency. I roll 1d4, and that many hostiles fall asleep. Cool. He's falling asleep in the sky.
He resists. Sorry.
That's not how it works.
It does.
It does
off.
actually.
Yeah, it does.
It does, but it even says if it's not capable, or they have to be capable of sleep.
What do vampires do for 12 hours in their coffin?
Lay there.
You know what they do in
Bats.
there.
That's horrifying.
There's a lot of blood play in those calls.
Yeah. So Strahd comes down. The lightning cracks. The thunder rolls, and he says, "Face me, and know how inferior you are." Can I get everyone to roll Defy Danger on your dexterity?
Wow,
Okay.
that sucked.
I'll take the 8. That could have been worse.
Yeah. So
Ugh.
yeah.
Oh, wow. You're so dexterous for an elf.
He takes to the air and he zips around, flying around, and he gets a nice solid cut on you, Venus, and you take 11 damage.
Jeez.
Holy shit.
As he slices at you, and then let's see, then he hits up Lycion, catches you for 7. Then zips back around, catching Laric in the back for 12.
Of course.
Yeah. And then Brendar and Dagnar, he comes back around at you guys, hits you both for just 6. Not quite getting a full hit in on you.
Ow.
Yep. And then he whirls up into the air and changes into like a ginormous bat and starts swooping in again. What are you guys doing?
I'm healing.
I'm running up the tower.
I'm gonna change into a wolf.
Can I Pokemon my plant at him?
You can attack with your plant.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's in the sky. Can I just like pick it up by its pot and just kind of volley hurl it?
I'm gonna heal my. Okay, you go.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you want to roll your basic attack, and then you can add your plant to it. So there's like a chart there on your thing about like your plant attacking with you and like what kind of bonuses you get to that.
It basically just talks about the base and strength and stuff like that. So would that be counted as striking an enemy with 2 weapons at once?
Sure, why not?
Okay, that'll make it easier. Okay. It's 1d8, 1d4. That makes sense.
Yeah.
1d8?
You can roll on your success.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Did you literally just get the sounds of bats chirping?
Yeah.
Alright, I got an 8 on the success.
Dope.
Okay.
Very spooky.
My attack first, because I guess I get an arrow off first. That's 3. And then the chompy plant gets a 1, so that's 4 in total.
Cool. So are you just throwing the plant at him?
I'm like Audrey the second. I choose you.
Yeah. Cool. Maybe you tie the plant to the arrow.
Yeah, that sounds better. But like, picking it up by the pot and just
Yeeting
making
it.
like a very like a very struggling sound and like yeet it at him and like.
So yeah,
And you would hope that the plant bit him, but the plant didn't even bite him. He got clipped in the side of the head with the plant pot.
yeah. the arrow glances off his wing, and the plant bites him, and then he hurls it back at you, and the plant hits you in the face for 4 damage.
Okay.
Yep. And then Brendar, can you roll Defy Danger for me with your dex?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So Strahd swoops down, and then he turns back into his human form, and he grabs you with both arms, slamming you into the wall, and you both sort of tumble down the wall into the mist.
Okay.
And then it all goes sort of quiet, and you guys don't hear anything for a few moments.
You hear me screaming, "Fine, I'll do it like this," all the way down.
Can somebody roll? Can you guys roll discern realities? The rest of you.
I've already ran.
Okay.
I've been running
Yeah.
up the stairs the whole time.
I got an 8 on discern realities.
So I'd say, Laric, can you roll 2?
Yep.
Cool. So I think Venus, you say like maybe you think you can see Brendar, and but it's hard to see to the mist. When Lycon and Laric show up, having better vision than you, they can see what looks like Brendar hanging from one of the stone ledges, and like trying to climb his way back up.
Little help!
I take my staff and I stick it down to grab him so I can help pull him up.
Yeah. Cool. Roll on. I guess roll on strength for because you're a weak little wizard.
And we'll see.
I can still hear you. I'll be right back. I'm getting some water. Sorry.
She's gonna get a cat. That's what she's gonna do.
No, he's right behind me.
Yeah. So
Yep.
you do manage to get Brendar lifted back up. You do suffer some amount of strain when you do it. You'll take a -1 to your next roll. But you do manage to sort of lift Brendar back up onto the ledge with you guys. And
Thanks.
yeah. And also Brendar, when you've fallen, you will have taken 6 damage. So
Okay, I'm healing myself
yeah. So
right now.
yeah.
Maybe I rolled a 6. What does that mean?
It means that you
Bad.
don't heal yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I hurt myself more.
And maybe it means you lose the spell, and lose the spell. That's what you're doing. So,
Oh, okay. I'll lose cure moderate wounds. That's fine. I've still got cure critical wounds.
so I take it you guys are going to keep making
And
your
heal.
way up the tower.
I'm gonna heal myself real quick.
Okay.
I can't.
Yeah.
I've got something called balance. Every time I do damage, I get 1 balance. Take away a balance and roll a d4.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take 1 away. I've got 3 now. I've got 2. I'm gonna heal myself a little bit. Yeah, that tracks.
I'm gonna use a healing potion. I don't know how that works.
Okay.
Mikey wants to know how it works.
Oh, you want to heal yourself?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have healing potions.
Okay. You take a potion, you get 10 HP back.
Cool. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna drink a potion.
Yeah.
Haven't made it to the end of the stairs yet.
Yeah, you've reached the top of the stairs. You look back, and everyone's down there, like licking their wounds, essentially. And you're at the door, which is the entrance to the top of the tower.
I'm
I'm gonna scream, "I'll find the next part," and then I'm gonna cast a spell.
I'm just gonna tell them that after he pushed me off, he missed
Sweet.
it out, disappeared.
I cast Summon Monster.
Okay.
1. It's gonna have a single useful adaptation and only 1 hit point.
Okay. What
It's
is
gonna
it?
be able to sniff out magical items.
Okay. All right. What is it?
It's a pig,
Cool.
but like a magical truffle pig.
It will not. it will not leave Lareth alone.
No, it's here to help me. I'm gonna command it to go in the room.
All right. So yeah. You open the door, and you enter the room. And
Go, Snuffles! I choose you.
Yeah.
Gonna come up after him at some point.
yeah, as soon as you guys enter the room, can everyone roll a Defy Danger on your wisdom, please?
Yeah. Got an 8.
Yeah.
Wisdom.
My pig got an 8.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has its own
I'm good.
everything.
Dagnar, you rolled twice.
Yeah, my pig rolled an 8.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
My pig has its own set of rolls.
And then, okay, so when you guys get in the room, here again, there's sort of like a little bit of a psychic anomaly. This really only affects Venus and the pig.
Of course it does.
We don't know what the pig sees, all right? We just don't know. It acts a little squirrely, but
It gets an it gets a tick.
Yeah.
Just like
Actually, I could ask what the pig saw.
hold on. So you, as soon as you walk in the room, you see a vision, and it's Strahd, and he's standing over what looks to be the man from the portrait, who you all believe to be Sergei. When you walk in the room, as the vision, you walk in the room, you see Strahd hunched over Sergei, and he turns back, blood trickling down his face, a feverish burn in his eyes, Sergei dead with his face, with his neck slashed on the floor, you feel compelled to run. You just feel like a compulsion to run. You don't take any damage from it or any negatives, but and then you're snapped back to reality. Can everyone roll a Discern Realities for me?
My pig sees all.
8.
I see all.
Fucking big. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, so for Lekion and Larith, when you walk in the room, there's a portrait on the wall, and you find the portrait strikes an odd resemblance to Dagnar, and
Still ugly.
and it says so under the portrait it says Sergei von Zarevich. Discussions, thoughts?
Nope.
That's his brother.
I'm gonna tell my pig to start searching.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. So the pig starts searching around, and seems like he's got a scent. He's following it around the room.
I was gonna detect magic as well.
Okay.
While we're following around, I would like to, in my animal speak voice, ask the pig if it saw any visions.
So while you're distracting the pig from his job, he looks at you and he oinks, what everyone else hears. But basically, he conveys to you that he says he saw someone that looked a whole lot like you throwing themselves off the top of the tower.
Oh, okay.
He told you to go kill yourself.
Pig is very rude.
Thank
Yeah, I
you.
got burned by a pig.
He's my piggy.
So then the pig goes back to searching around the room. Does anyone else want to do anything or keep searching?
I said I cast detect magic.
Okay.
I rolled for that.
Yeah. So you detect the pig, which is full of magic, and now you detect in the room. It does seem as though the portrait itself has some amount of magic in it. There's a chair at the back of the room, and you detect some magic emanating from like back behind the chair. And the pig also seems to be headed that way.
Can I cast guidance?
Yeah.
the symbol of my deity appears before me and gestures towards the direction or course of action my deity would have me take. And then disappears.
And what does it do? Sorry.
It simply gestures towards a course of action that
Yeah.
it wants me to take.
Okay.
It only communicates through gesture.
Yeah.
It throws up gang signs until I figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah. It just sort of gestures at the back of the room.
I go investigate that.
Yeah.
Or return reality.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you guys have been noticing some odd noises creeping up in the room as you're wandering around it.
That sounds not good.
Yeah. So once you start investigating back there, so Laric is headed back there, the pig is headed back there. Is everyone else sort of just following in the same direction now?
I'm exactly following my pig's path, all the curly cues and everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. All right.
I would like to cast Hunt and Track so that basically my piranha plant is trying to sniff out our target.
Okay. I mean, yeah. It also goes in the same direction as everyone else, towards the back of the room.
Okay, then that's fine.
Yep.
I mean, I didn't know.
Yeah. So.
Lycon, you want to use your sense of smell to sniff out any magic in the area?
Did you get your plants back, or did you just eat it off a bridge?
Remember, he threw it back at me like a boomerang.
Oh, okay.
So, sort of stuffed back behind the chair in the back of the room, there's a bag. Just a simple brown sack.
I'm gonna dramatically throw the chair across the room.
Burger King.
The closer you
I'm
get
going
to the room, the more, the louder, sort of odd, like whispering and scratching noises get.
Investigate the bag cautiously.
I'm
Keeping
gonna keep an eye out for any undead that might be coming.
Yeah.
Stay close to Brendar. That bitch Brendar.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean Brendar Bitch Hammer?
Now might be a good time to actually go.
So yeah, you get up on the bag and it's open, right? I mean, you can see sort of down inside it. When you look down inside it, it just seems to be a black abyss.
Is there like a fireplace or anything in here?
No.
Does anyone have any gloves? I don't want to touch this barehanded again.
I'm going to.
I have adventuring gear. I might have gloves.
If you have a nice pair of tongs, that'd be good.
Best I could probably offer, considering what I would have as adventuring gear, would be like gardening gloves.
I'm going to cast Unseen Servant.
Okay.
Cantrip.
Where are we going? I think we've reached hell.
Yeah.
I can hear the undead. I can't see them. It's torture. I never forgive myself.
So, all right. What do you want to do?
I want the Unseen Servant to go and pick up the bag and pull whatever's inside the bag out of the bag.
Okay. What do you want your negative to be?
I'll go with the old reliable here.
Unwanted attention?
Yep.
Yep. All right. So, Unseen Servant is it basically like a magic hand? Is that what you're using?
You conjure a simple invisible construct that can do nothing but carry items.
Right. So, like, is it like a hand, or is it
Like a
a tentacle, or?
It's just an invisible humanoid shape.
Okay. Yeah.
pack-mule.
So when it reaches into the bag, whatever it latches onto it and starts pulling it in.
That's concerning.
Yeah.
So this gets sucked into the bag.
Yeah.
Ha!
Can I?
The bag just plops to the ground. Okay. I assume I feel it be dispelled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I cast light on the bag?
Okay.
Well, everybody can see it now, so we can't lose it.
Okay. I mean, roll on it.
You don't know that.
You got to roll, Jesse.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bag
Yeah,
lights up.
yeah, that's
Where's
just
it on
right.
the bullshit roll?
It's the bag lights up. The room is slightly illuminated by the bag.
Nice.
Cool. I'm gonna find.
I did that,
I'm gonna
guys.
find,
I'm
like,
cleaning up the bag.
I want to break 2 of the legs off the chair.
Okay. You break 2 legs off the chair.
Cool. I'm gonna use those to pick up the bag, and we're gonna walk out the door with it. I'm just gonna like grasp it between them and just hold it together really tight,
Okay.
like a hobo knapsack over my back.
So I'm gonna need you
Maybe
to
we should
roll.
leave it here.
I'm gonna need you to roll discern realities. I'm not sure. Defy danger. Maybe on your, I don't know, man, strength.
Done.
Yeah. So when you go to pick the bag up, it seems like the outer layer of the bag unfurls and drops to the ground. It lunges at you. You manage to like ward it off. And then there's sort of this.
Oh!
That's fucking gross.
That's disgusting.
It's called a boneless. So it's sort of it's an undead creature with no bones. Yeah.
How does it move?
Yeah.
Look at that
Since my
wonton
animal
with the
acts
face.
on my turn, I'm gonna have it attack the bag.
Okay. Well, let's go to what is Venus doing real quick.
The animal acts on my turn though.
Okay. Well, all right.
Yeah.
So have it attack.
It's just gonna like headbutt it, I guess. Or not. Clearly not. But
So yeah.
No, Trent.
There you go. So when the pig goes to attack it, it uses what's called a crushing embrace. It wraps its body around the pig and starts to grapple with it and crush it. And it does, I guess, any amount of damage it will do, but it does 5 damage as it sort of just crushes the pig underneath its skin sacs.
It explodes.
And the skin's the pig's like entrails and stuff leak out.
this thing doesn't go back on its plane unless I like send it back.
Yeah.
So there's now just crushed pig carcass on the
Yeah,
ground.
yeah.
We're gonna eat that later. Leave it.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. So
No, the creature remains on this plane until it dies.
all right, cool. While that's happening, out of the bag starts coming something else.
Oh no!
So
The fuck is?
this is
Yokai.
can let me get Laric to spout lore. Can you spout lore? Roll d6 on your play.
My intelligence.
Yeah. Cool. So what you know is only rumors, but you've heard tale of what's called the Bagman. The Bagman is an adventurer who, in order to escape a dangerous situation, stuffed himself inside of a bag of holding and got trapped in there for an indescribable amount of time, and becomes like decrepit and haunted and evil inside the bag. Essentially, this thing just starts climbing out of the bag. So what's Brendar doing?
Gonna
This
turn
sound.
dead on the boneless over there.
Oh. Shiitake mushroom. Hey guys.
Hey,
I grabbed my mouse and I hit that button.
Yeah.
I turned undead. I rolled a 9, which means it can't come within reach of me.
So you can't what now? Sorry.
The boneless can't come within reach of me now.
Okay. But it can't come in reach of anyone else, though, I assume.
Yeah, just me. It just it just stays away from me, basically.
I mean, as long as we're around you, it can't really come to you. So.
Right. As long as you're close enough to me.
Yeah.
Quick, everyone cuddle him.
So, all right. But the Bagman is still on the loose, obviously. So this thing is sort of like keeping at a circle at bay around you. Hold on. What's Venus doing?
Called shot.
All right.
That's a 10. I'm going to aim for the head, which means that I get my damage, and they do nothing but stand still and drool for a few moments.
Okay. And which
So
one is
it's
this on?
Essentially, it stuns them.
Which
and,
one?
On the Bagman.
Okay.
Let's see. 8
Okay.
damage.
All right. All right. So yeah, the arrow strikes him in the head. It hits him in the head, and you can see his head like get knocked back when that happens.
Yeah.
And then you can see the arrow just slowly start absorbing into his head, like it's slowly being drawn in further and further. But he reaches up and he starts like touching it, and
Yeah.
he's like almost occupied with that.
Yeah.
What is Lycium doing?
I'm going to attack the bag.
All right.
Yeah, that's happening.
Yeah, do it.
At least it's more than one.
Yeah.
Yep.
How are you attacking him?
I'm just going to claw him.
All right. Yeah. In your werewolf form, you can take an additional to damage. Take an additional d6.
So my race trait says once per
That
battle I
tracks.
can re-roll a single damage roll, and that includes other people's. I'm gonna have him re-roll that board.
Okay. Does he get to keep the better of the two?
Yeah,
Okay.
Joel.
What?
You can roll again.
You can re-roll that.
Oh,
ten
roll
if you want.
shit, I didn't
Roll
know
your
that.
10 again.
I thought you were going to do something.
Dagnar gave me 2.
Cool.
There you go.
There.
Much better.
Yes. Yeah.
So an 8 and a 1.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So when you slash him in the arm, chest, head, where are you slashing him?
Just across his chest and his face.
Cool. Yeah. So when you do, like his skin definitely rips and rends, but it's almost like you're cutting into like rubber or something. You know, the skin splays open, but he doesn't bleed or anything. And he doesn't seem like super like upset about it. He just kind of like looks down and touches himself. You know, he's
That's
still
gross.
fiddling with the arrow that's sticking into his head, and now he's touching his chest too and looking at it. What's Laric doing?
Larith is going to take a step back and cast Summon Monster.
Okay.
Fireball.
We're too close to them. So 10, and then I roll a d6. Is that right?
Yep.
Yep.
Does Fireball have a range in you?
Well, Fireball's an AoE, so.
Okay. It's going to have more HP, and it's going to have a useful adaptation.
Okay.
And that adaptation is it's going to produce, well, in the vicinity of undead creatures, it's going to produce a holy aura that inhibits them in some way.
Okay. All right. And how does that happen? How does it form? Like, how do we see this transpire?
He spins his hand in the air, and a golden spell circle appears in the air, and out of it comes this almost fairy dragon that comes out and produces this golden aura around
Okay.
the area.
All right. Cool. So, and that's that's basically your turn, right? You're forming this creature that pops out. What is Dagnar up to?
Dagnar's going to pull out his axe and take a swipe at Bagman.
All right.
Sweet.
Okay.
And that's a D10 plus 1 plus merciless, so 5 damage.
Yep. And where were you swinging at?
General body vicinity.
Okay. So yeah, I mean you catch him across sort of the abdominal area. Same thing as with like you cut, it sort of splays open, no blood, no guts, no nothing. He picks his head up and he just looks at you, his glowing eyes piercing through the matted hair on his head. Then he starts to slowly slink back down into the bag.
Guys, this thing's uglier than me, right?
What is Brendar doing?
I'm gonna keep maintaining turn undead right now.
Yeah, okay. Cool. And then what's Venus doing?
So I think that what I'm going to do is the Viper Strike is 2 weapons at once. So I'm going to tie my short sword to one of my arrows.
Okay. That's one hell of an arrow.
Well, I mean, yes, that's the option and out of the list, so
okay.
I'm like, might as well, So, let's see how this goes.
It's like throwing a set of brass knuckles. It'll work, I guess.
I mean,
Brass knuckles, I choose you.
brass knuckles, I choose you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see, and that is a total of 6.
Cool. Yeah. So the load of the short sword and the arrow, you fire it. Who are you shooting the who now?
This time the kind of distorted-looking tumor.
Oh, the boneless guy, right? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you shoot it into him. He's sort of like right at the perimeter of the area where he can reach you guys. He's still trying to figure out a way to get in.
The one that looks like a piece of sentient piece of grease.
And it sort of just like tears right through him. Just punches a hole right through the center of his like fleshy mass. But the load on the bow is a little too much. The string breaks.
That's the power of this, the super arrow.
Yeah, and it pops you in the face.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just lanced your first tumor. How you feeling?
Yeah.
I can
Like
pick
that weird pimple pop.
And you take 6 damage as it breaks and pops you in the face, and until you repair, you don't have the use of your bow.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Now I've got to just throw him a plant.
Yep.
Throw the arrow.
Also, the bagman is about shoulder deep into the bag now. Like Ian, what are you doing?
I am going to rip into the bagman before he disappears.
Okay.
So, or maybe, we'll see. Yep, that's going to happen.
All right. Roll some damage.
Clicked it. There we go. A 9. You said a D6 too?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, okay.
Yeah. So you'll kill it. How are you gonna
Sweet. I'm gonna grab it by its head and try to yank it out of the bag.
Okay. Yeah.
And its head just comes off.
All right. Cool. Yeah. You pull its head off as you yank its head off, and the whole body comes flailing out. And when you pull the head off, there's like something shiny in the neck cavity as the body like falls to the floor and goes limp. The boneless man seeing this starts like lunging his way towards the bagman's body. Laric, what are you doing?
I'm going to cast. So this boneless guy, is he like a big, larger creature, or is he like human
I mean,
size?
let's say he's like, if a 6 foot, 250 pound man didn't have bones, that's what he is.
Okay. Can I aim a fireball inside of him?
I mean, yeah, depending on how you roll, will depend on how good it goes, I guess.
Okay. I'm gonna do that.
All right.
2d6.
Okay. Roll some damage.
Actually, I don't need to.
Okay.
I have greater empowered magic. So on a 10 to 11, I can choose from the 7 to 9 list.
Okay.
So I'm going to do the unwanted attention, but because I get to do that, I get to pick one of the effects, and the spell's effects are maximized. So I do,
Okay. So
Max damage.
yeah, max damage for that.
yeah, what is that? 2d8 on that or
2d6.
2d6? So
That ignores armor.
yeah. Okay. Yep.
12 flame damage.
Yeah. So you definitely hit him as he's making his lunge, knocking him off course, and he ignites on fire. He's on fire, and you can hear him sort of like howling and rolling as his sort of bag body starts rolling on the floor in an attempt to put the flames out. He's definitely at a disadvantage. Dagnar, what are you doing?
I'm gonna kick him.
Okay. Roll on
As
strength.
my daddy taught me, kick a man when he's down.
Yeah, and roll some damage.
D10, D4, and 1. So 9 damage.
Okay. Yeah. You'll kill him. So tell me how it happens.
I'm gonna kick his fucking head off.
All right. Yeah. You kick the head right off. His flaming
I
skin.
want to send the head flying towards the tumor. Just so they'll finally be reunited.
Well, I mean, the
This is the tumor's head.
yeah. I thought you were kicking.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Then I'm kicking it towards the bag.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yep. So you kick it towards his head towards the bag, and I mean, obviously he's dead. And his head, being a part of what's on fire, lands beside the bag, and the bag starts to catch on fire.
I go and stomp the bag out.
Yeah. All right.
What the
Yeah.
heck?
Roll. I guess Defy Danger on your dexterity.
Oh god. Oh god.
I'll save you. Oh God!
Hey!
Yeah. You managed to stamp out the flame without your legs slipping into the abyss and you becoming the bag man yourself. So yeah, you managed to stamp the fire out, and the combatants have now perished. Why can't I click on things? Why can't I click on things?
Can I cast Speak with Dead on the bagman?
Because your clicking has disappeared into the bag of holding.
I would like to pick up the shiny thing that was in his neck.
Right, yeah. That works. So yeah, all right. So as you go to remove the what's in his neck, right? Are you just reaching in and grabbing for it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. It seems to be pretty large actually. When you grab onto it, it feels like the hilt of something.
Okay, well, I yank it out.
Yeah. You pull out a nice sort of golden ornate sword. It seems to have similar markings as the crest that you guys got. So a couple of you would probably know this is what is called the Sun Sword. Most people believe it to be a myth or a tale, but it is a sort of holy sword meant to vanquish evil. So
Can I cast Speak with Dead?
yeah, roll for it.
Well, he's doing that. I'm going to take what
Oh,
time
yeah.
I can with the book and medallion now. And try to finish up on those.
Yeah. All right. So what are you asking the
Bagman.
bagman?
Well, I've got 3 questions here I can ask it. So it has to answer it to the best of its knowledge and whatever knowledge it gained in life or death.
Yeah.
All right. So what is this amulet?
The
You know
bagman
what it
says, that it's the holy emblem of Ravenkind, which you already knew. And he says the emblem can simulate sunlight. It wouldn't be enough to kill a vampire, but it would certainly be enough to weaken one.
Right. Maybe I should grab it.
And then I seem cracked out because
I don't know if
sunlight.
I don't know if Turn Undead works on Strahd, but that might help.
Yeah.
Um,
So do you ask Larith for the emblem?
yes. Can I have that?
Yep, I'll have it to him.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
I'm gonna put it around my neck.
All right. Sounds good.
Um,
So Larith, now that you spent enough time, go ahead and ask your other question. Sorry. Go ahead.
I have 3.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any questions for it?
Yes, I would like to know if there is a forge or something that can be used as a forge in this castle.
Is there a forge in this castle?
The bagman says that he is unaware of any sort of forge.
Okay. Anybody else? Is this the real Sun Sword?
The bagman says, indeed, it is the real sun sword.
Ah. Okay. Or he knows it's real, so that's
Yeah.
Yep.
good confirmation as far as that.
Yep.
All right, that's all the questions I can ask.
Yep. So Larith, the book you've got, the Tome of Strahd. Now that you spent an adequate amount of time with it, you understand that this is the key to Strahd's reincarnation, and that if it were destroyed, if it were burned, then were Strahd to be killed, then he would be unable to resurrect in his coffin.
Destroy that fucking book.
So we light this thing on fire now, right?
That's what it sounds like to me.
Everybody step back. We're gonna set it on the ground at the far end of the room. I'm gonna back up and I'm just gonna fireball it.
All right, roll. Did you roll for your fireball?
No, I gotta do that.
Should we do it in front of him to make the point?
No, it's more disrespectful if we don't let him see it.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that
Oh,
bitch is
yeah.
gonna burn.
All right. So yeah, I mean, yeah, you
Let's maximize fire damage.
you launch your fireball and it hits the book and it starts to burn. As it's burning, you feel the whole castle shudder.
I would like to roll on intelligence to see if I can think of a way to use a kitchen as a pseudo furnace room.
I don't.
What the fuck are you planning to
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So so kitchen fire doesn't get hot enough to like forge anything, right?
No, it doesn't.
But I think away.
So
You think away.
you can manipulate crudely something in the kitchen if you really wanted to. Crudely.
Guys, we need to go to the kitchen.
Okay, side quest.
I need full trust and confidence in this.
Why?
Because I'm gonna graft the powers of Dawn Hammer onto my axe.
How?
By using my blacksmith skill. When I have access to a forge, I can graft the magical powers of a weapon onto my signature weapon.
But we
It
can just use
destroys
the
the magical
sword.
weapon. But
we
then
have
it'd be cooler.
We have a sword.
We have the
Already.
sword. That's all we
Perfectly
need.
serviceable.
You were a cleric, you use a mace.
You're
you
right,
were a wizard,
but-
go fuck yourself. She's a plant.
I don't
He's a
know enough
wizard.
about blacksmithing to know if this is true or
I'm a
not.
plant
I can
that-
make this
Man,
happen.
I'm a plant that doesn't even have a bow right now.
You can fix your string in the kitchen. It'll take some time.
cool.
Yeah, shoot
Yeah.
PCR, that'll work.
My only concern is we don't have the time. This is time dependent.
We have plenty of time. This is
Let's-
taking like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours to do.
Yeah.
No, let's. I don't want to be here anymore.
So as not shortly after the Tome of Strahd is burned, you guys are sort of having this discussion about whether you can use an oven and you want to grant magical powers. And stuff.
I can do it, guys. I
Yeah.
figured it out.
But while that's happening, and the castle stops shuddering. Suddenly, you are all transported into a vision. It seems as though the memories from the book are overflowing into the room, and you're sort of all experiencing it. And then you see sort of a long history of things that have happened. You see the war that Strahd fought in and all the bloody battles and how he slaughtered millions to sort of claim this throne. You see him build this castle, and at first he was a just and good ruler over Barovia. But when his brother moved in, Tatiana, and his resentment grew and grew, the day of the wedding for Sergei and Tatiana came, and Strahd could no longer contain himself, and he was visited by a dark spirit that essentially told him that if he killed Sergei and drank his blood, that he could become immortal and win the love of Tatiana. So Strahd went down to talk to Sergei as he was preparing for the wedding, and bit Sergei in the neck, ripping his throat out and drinking his blood. And as he lay on the floor drinking Sergei's blood, Tatiana opens the door and sees this interaction, and she shrieks in horror, and she runs to the top of the tower and hurls herself over the edge, committing suicide. Strahd, in his sadness and anger and despair, shuts himself off for years, while the whole land around becomes desolate without being cared for, without a ruler. And when he finally emerges, an unholy creature of the night, he takes what he wants, he does what he pleases, he toys with people's emotions, because nothing can fill the void in his heart, the longing that he has, and he's forever searched for the reincarnation of Tatiana, so he can have her once more. And then you all get, after all that sort of washes over you,
Got it. Strahd's into plant play.
Yeah, you snap back to the room.
Whoa.
But anyways, going back to the point at hand, listen. I'm a warrior. I'm supposed to kill Strahd. The old woman told us,
The
so
fire.
just let me do this.
It's not hot
I'm
enough.
got
thinking
this,
that, 'cause,
guys.
now
I
Strahd
figured
wants
out
be
how to
daddy,
get it
so-
to work.
So, does the rest of the party agree to that, or are they like, no? I mean, 'cause that's up to you guys, right?
Come
No.
on, the woman says that I'm a warrior that's supposed to be the one to defeat Strahd. I think I'll just leave if y'all don't let me.
What's the difference of just using the sword?
I don't think you can.
Because I use an
leave.
axe.
But you can also use a sword.
Okay, I'm gonna wrestle it from him. This is taking too long.
I mean, roll on strength.
9.
Nope, Larith, you roll a 9, right? Larith, you can roll a Defy Danger
God damn
with
it.
your strength.
God damn it.
Your awesome wizardly strength. Come on, cast fist.
Nah, man, he gets that from you, no problem.
My.
Yeah.
I didn't even think I was holding the sword, actually.
I'm
actually-
going to the kitchen.
No, actually, I think Lycan was holding the sword.
Yeah, I have the sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it as a sword. You gonna try to get it
no,
from him?
wait,
Oh,
you're,
so I'm just
you're fighting
gonna
with
fucking
Larith, thinking
ignore
he
the
has the
wizard.
sword, and you wrestle away nothing.
I'm gonna fucking ignore the wizard.
Oh, can you-
Lycon, listen,
Can you,
bro.
can you roll some damage on Larith, though, for me real quick?
Okay. 10, 4, that's 9 damage.
Larith, you take 9 damage from your scuffle with Dagnar.
I ignore that damage. I ignore some of that damage. Nice.
Okay.
Let's see.
I'm gonna pop that back in place, or
I ignore 5 of that. So.
All right.
Dumb human mule thing.
I just punched the wizard and I'm like, listen, Lycan. I need you to trust me here. Kill him. But I need to swing like this, not like this.
It's my sword. I found it. I'm keeping it.
Ah!
well, that seems fair. He did pull the sword out of the dead man's neck. So that's a lot like that old legend tale.
Fine.
Similar.
Yeah, very similar.
What, the sword of ephemeral?
So
Yeah.
good.
Sword in the ghoul instead of in the stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's dripping. You just.
So, I think the last fortune said something about a room of royalty, a room of ruling.
Yes.
Throne room.
The throne
I
room.
know,
find the
nothing
throne
says
room.
rich like a kitchen.
Yeah. I'm so glad you guys got the super unsubtle hints.
Yeah. We
I
knew
wrote
better
them all
than to
down
make it
just to make
secret.
sure.
So, all right, cool. So, are you guys gonna make your way to the throne room then?
Sounds
Yes.
like
Yes, throne room.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna.
We should. Did we
My,
found Van Rick, like,
My fairy dragon's still with us. I'm going to cast. No, I'm good. I'm good.
You say
I'm
Van,
good.
you say Van Richten? Because no one's
Yeah.
no one's worried about him at all.
Can we like try to? Should we find him first before we go?
Nah, it's fine.
You're
He's like,
that's actually probably a good
First.
idea. To
He
find
might
him.
be useful, being a vampire hunter.
Let's
You're
go
right.
find
He's
Van
probably
Richten.
dead. We should just keep going.
No, let's go find Van Richten.
Cool. So you start searching through the castle, right? You're looking for Van Richten.
Yeah.
You we can all right. So let me get everyone to roll sort of a discern realities.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
God damn it!
I discern nothing. I'm still moping about not being able to do what I
Oh,
want.
I discern all the things.
Yeah. So Brendar, you suggest that maybe you start back where you guys started in the banquet hall, right? Because that's where he disappeared from. Then you might find clues there to his disappearance.
Yes. Probably should have done that first.
Yeah. So does everyone and then Lycon, you agree, I guess? You also feel strongly
Okay.
that that's probably where you should start. Yeah. And the rest of you,
I say go back for once so he came.
and then maybe you know, Larith and Dagnar strongly disagree. I don't know. They're like, no.
No, I'm 100% moping about the fact I can't go to the kitchen.
Yeah.
Like, I got it all figured out. Like, it's really easy to just use a pot.
I'm just.
Yeah, you melt the sword with a pot. Melt the magic sword with a pot.
I'm.
No, you don't melt the magic. So how it works is I just transfer the magic from the sword to the axe. It just requires something similar to a forge.
Yeah. So you guys arrive back into the dining hall. So
There's a candle there. You want to try that?
yeah. Well, so yeah, it's a fireplace. Like in you using your maybe your wolf senses and piggybacking off of your discern realities, you follow his scent and you notice that the column beside the fireplace to the left of it, that there's some scratch marks on the floor as though it could possibly be moved.
Okay.
So,
Oh.
I relay this to everybody, and then I walk over there and try to move it.
All right, yeah, rolling strength.
Do it.
Yeah. Okay.
You budget. You don't get it all the way open. If someone helped you, it would probably.
I'm
go
gonna
reverse
throw
the-
my weight into that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Rolling strength. Yeah. Yeah. You,
Oh wait. It's only a plus 1,
Oh, okay.
so
Doesn't matter. It's still a 12.
it's 12.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, the two of you manage to push the column. It opens kind of like a door. It swings open, but it's real heavy, and it does it scratches across the floor, and it leads into a corridor, sort of into the walls, into the depths of the castle.
let's go.
Into the corridor.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cool. Yeah.
I was gonna want to cast a spell.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast contingency, and I'm gonna cold cure. What spell? I gotta go back. Cure critical wounds.
Okay.
It's gonna when I drop below 10 health, it'll cast it on myself.
Okay. All right.
So I'll roll for that.
All right.
All right. That's going. Now I'm good.
All right. So you guys.
How wide is this corridor?
It's probably like at least 5 foot across. So I mean, wide enough.
Wide enough. We can go like single file through it.
Yeah. You could probably even go double file really at 5 feet.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe not you because you're kind of armored out, so you take up a lot more space than like your average person.
I'll sit back. I'll bring it the rear. I'm a
Yeah.
healer anyway.
I'm in front of him.
I really am supposed to be in the fight anyway. Like in the middle of shit.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys start making your way through the corridor, and you're in there for a while. It's a really long corridor, and then you start hearing noises because that's what happens in this castle.
What is with all the noises? Is it like a theme here? I'm not the only one noticing this too.
You hear what sounds like maybe scratching in the walls as you're walking through.
That's just so much better magic. It looks so much
That's always a
better.
good thing.
Yeah, that sounds delicious. Not good.
So is anyone investigate that, or you'll just keep walking?
I'm gonna stop and figure it out.
Investigate that.
Yeah, I'm in distant realities.
Cool. Yeah, it's almost like large rats. It's what discerns, right? Whatever it is on the other side of the wall, like, you know, like all around you.
How big do you think those rats are there?
Too big. Everybody keep on guard.
Not as big as your mother. Ha ha!
Aha!
Damn!
Put him up. Suck it down.
I'd make a comment about, I'd make a comment about your mother, but she's in the grave.
Hey. Her beard was magnificent.
All right, yeah. So let me everyone roll Defy Danger. Yeah. Why not?
Aww.
With
Let's roll on your decks. Yeah.
On Dex?
Yeah.
ugh.
Come on, man. You're just trying to get me to die.
It is Peruvian.
Oh God. Oh God.
Yeah. So one of the overhead stones drops out of the ceiling. Right. Well, actually, it falls on Laric. The stone hits you directly in the head.
Oh!
And you definitely take. Hold on. Take 2 damage.
It goes to hit me in the head, bounces off my magical field.
And out from it spills like these sort of weird like
Oh,
rat and mouse looking
Ah.
creatures.
it's disgusting.
And they all spill forth, and they're crawling all over the corridor. Where is it? Brendar, yeah, one jumps on you and just starts climbing all over you and scratching at you. You take 4 damage as that's happening.
I get 3 of that, right?
Yeah. Let's see.
I got a
I got a nice 6.
7,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, 7.
So for where is it? Dagnar got a 6. Yeah, Dagnar. One of them comes up and bites you in the crotch. Yeah.
I mean, it's not like I use it, but still, that hurts.
You take 3 damage from that.
That doesn't even hurt.
Yeah.
Chewing on my codpiece.
And then
Look, someone wants some action.
Lycian, you take 3 damage as one sort of like starts scratching on your legs.
Okay.
Yep. And then Venus, what'd you get?
I got a 7.
You got 7. So you have one that like gets in your hair and starts scratching your head, and you take 3 damage. Yeah. So what are you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna cast a spell.
And I'm turning into a wolf.
Cool. I'm gonna cast Summon Monster, and I'm gonna take unwanted attention.
Okay.
And 5. Cool. So it has +2 to Dex in one stat. It's not reckless. It's got 14 HP, and it's got a useful adaptation. It's really good at smelling rats. And it's a giant cat.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And then I guess you want to take an action too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna, like, start trying to play with the rats.
Okay. Roll a storm attack.
Such intense music for rats.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're pretty
It
even.
rolls an 8, and it gets my damage dice, so it does 4 damage to a rat.
Cool. Which one?
Doesn't matter. It's just
Okay.
playing with all the rats.
Right. So it pounces on this one. The pounce basically almost immediately kills it. It dies. It's pretty weak constitution. So this. Wait, nope. This guy dies.
Those are gross, by the
Yeah.
way.
When it dies, though, the blood that it spurts out sort of like burns the cat a little bit. It's mildly acidic, and the cat takes 1 damage.
I'm a magic missile.
Hold on, you get hit in the head. We'll come back to you.
Okay.
You're recovering from the head injury. What is Brendar doing? You get one on you, and you don't know if he's biting you like affectionately or you know.
You never know. I'm gonna try to throw it off and be like against the wall.
Yeah.
Something.
You just like yell down, you know, down.
Yeah. What do you think? Strength or dex on that?
Yeah, strength.
Okay.
First,
That works.
Yeah, I mean you throw it against the wall, it dies immediately.
Okay.
Venus, what are you doing?
I am going to use the plant and try to get it to bite one of the rat things closest to it.
All right. All right.
And I guess because we work in conjunction, I'll be attacking with the short sword since I don't have the bow.
Okay.
I do it with consequence, so 1d8 for me. 8. And I found out how the command for the companion works because it's way over here. And
Is that- I
that's
think
going
it's
to
on
give
the
me...
list.
Yeah. It's Since its ferocity's a 3, it's automatically 3 damage added on to that, so it's an 11.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
The
you
rat explodes.
definitely obliterate one of them, and once again, acid sprays on both you and the plant, and you guys take 2 damage from that
Okay.
as the acid splats on you. Lycion, what are you doing?
I'm going to attack one of the acid rats.
Yeah.
So that's definitely happening. For 10 damage.
Yeah, cool. How are you attacking it? You'll obliterate it.
I'm just going to swipe at it.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, you swipe at it, and your striking motion manages to spray the acid away from you.
That's good.
And sort of splatter the rat all over the place. And then Larith, what's you've got your wits back about you from being bashed in the head by a brick.
Magic missile.
Yeah, okay.
Alright. So that's 10. And I'm going to take unwanted attention, and I'm going to...
No, on 10 you don't. On 10, it's a 10 plus. You don't have to. It's a.
For my graded power magic.
Oh,
I
yes,
can,
yes, yes, okay.
I can take something from that list,
Yeah.
and then I could add to an effect to my spell.
Cool.
So instead of the magic
Yep.
2 magic missiles going to 1, it's 2 going to both of them.
Okay. Cool. Both the rats, seeing you launch the magic missiles, leap towards you. And so when the magic missiles hit them, it's much closer than you anticipated, and the spray projectiles towards you, and you take 4 damage, acid damage, as you get sprayed, rained down upon by the acid rats.
Does my arcane armor negate that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it just kind of slides down the shield, the arcane shield that's around my body.
Yeah.
Ew.
So you guys, the rats are dead now. So good on you.
Nice.
So you carry on, and eventually the corridors open into a room. Looks kind of like a sitting room almost. And slumped over in one of the chairs is Van Richten.
Well, we knew he was dead.
I'm gonna just check.
I'm gonna check his
bone.
pulse.
I'm gonna check on him.
Yeah, he has no pulse.
Wouldn't it be smarter to take his head off first?
What?
I'm gonna swing for his neck.
The head comes later.
This is our friend.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
if no one stops you,
No,
you
this is a zombie now.
If
No,
no one stops you, you can
It's
just
gonna
have that swing.
stop, or it's gonna stop him.
You're gonna stop him?
Because this is our ally. This is our
roll
person
on
that came here
strength.
with us.
Do you want to roll in strength?
Yeah, him. All right, you can roll Defy Danger, Dagnar.
You want me to contest it with strength?
Yeah. Yeah. So you're gonna blow through his attempt. You're definitely gonna hit him probably with half damage. So go ahead and roll damage on Larith, and we'll have it.
That's 11
So-
damage, so halved would be 5.
Well, that's yeah. Okay. So yeah, Larith, you take 5 damage. His axe grazes you, and then he cleaves Van Richten's head clean off, and it rolls on the floor.
Was anybody else gonna try to help me stop him? You know, killing our
Anyone
ally?
else want to get damaged real quick?
I'm not sure that was necessary.
He disappeared, he reappeared. This guy's a vampire, fuck him.
Somebody could have helped me, stop him from doing that, but I'm okay with whatever.
So everyone roll discern realities.
I've got this head business going on, so I don't have time to focus on other things.
Okay. So sort of just behind Dagnar and Lycion, something pops out because that's how we roll. a ghostly figure pops up behind you, and initially doesn't say anything. So the rest of you see it like rise up out of the ground behind the two of them, and he puts his icy hand on Dagnar's shoulder. Dagnar, what do you do?
Continue trying to wildly swing my axe at this thing too.
Yeah.
Everything dies. I told you I was good at slaughter.
It phases right through him, and he like wisps back towards the ceiling, and he sort of like gestures like at the body, and then sort of like gestures to himself.
That's the ghost of Van Richten. Stop.
Aren't you supposed to exercise that?
Looks pretty evil, man.
I'm supposed to do something with it, yes, but that comes later. Right now,
Can you
Is that what you
resurrect?
did to that weird guy in the chapel?
Can
That
you
comes
resurrect
later
Van
once
Richten?
candle lights are fixed.
Yeah, I could resurrect him.
So well, he doesn't have a head anymore.
Even better.
Put them together and resurrect them.
We'll
Yeah,
just
it's
resurrect the head.
Does it work like that?
Sure does.
So the ghost.
As long as the soul hasn't fully departed the world, yes.
The ghost flies down and starts sort of encircling you
Make
guys,
your keychain.
and then it stops over its body, and then it looks at Dagnar and like raises its hand and points at him.
I'm gonna point at him.
And he sort of like shakes his hand like vigorously as he points at Dagnar.
I'm not gonna kill him.
Uh,
Can I just speak with Dead and talk to him?
So the ghost is fervently avoiding your gaze.
My gaze?
Yeah.
He's like, why won't you look at me when we make love anymore?
I told you, baby, you're the only one.
It's like Danny's talking to people.
Yes, but not us.
I know. So he's-
Correct. I don't like y'all anymore.
Yeah, it's fine. So it seems as though he starts getting frustrated, and then he swoops back into the room, and he just hovers there for a moment, and then he like flies out the window.
Okay, that was weird. What was he pointing at?
I don't know. I mean, like, I guess because I got a 10, I saw him, but he had most of his interaction with you. He didn't want to play charades with me.
Why is he?
So now you're left with the body of Van Richten and a ghost who's left the room.
I don't know what to do. Why is he pointing at you, Dagnar?
Well, I don't know. The old woman said something about me being the best, but you know,
She's a kook.
I think maybe I'm supposed to be the one that holds the sword and kills this vampire.
I
He's
sword.
like,
I
so
found.
about that, let's go to the kitchen.
The kitchen does sound nice
Yeah,
this
you
time of
guys should
year.
go to the kitchen and leave me here. I'll be fine.
So
I'm a,
kitchen, throne room, back to the tower. What are we doing?
I would say probably throw
Go back to the library and read the books.
Set them all on fire. Whatever.
You mean my
Probably go-
dead ancestors? Yeah, thank you.
Nah, I'm sure a vampire has some books on magic. Maybe I can find some that'll make me cool again. Because I totally was before, guys. I swear, it's a witch that cursed me.
Find
Right.
out why my family's dead.
kill vampire first. Kill vampire first, then you can go look for the books. Okay. Priorities here.
Yeah, my priorities lie on me being cooler, so...
Would
Killing
be a lot.
Strahd would make you pretty cool.
Yeah. well,
Yeah, but to kill Strahd, I need a certain sword.
I mean, maybe he's the chosen one. We don't know.
I am clearly the best between all of us. I start flexing in the corner, just... Oh!
It's like the Minotaur's less cool
I
brother.
don't
Where?
understand humans.
Where are those maggots? Where are my maggots?
No! No maggots!
Strahd, come here and fight, I guess.
You know
Go
what?
to the
I'm going
throne
to.
room.
I'm
We're
going
going
to.
to the
I'm
throne
going to
room.
hunt and
Throne
track
room.
Strahd, and
To the
that'll
throne
that'll probably
room.
lead me to the throne room. And
While we're walking
it's a
out
9.
the door,
Does it lead me to the throne room?
I'm gonna attempt to steal the sword from Lycanthrope.
Yes, very stealthily.
Roll Defy Danger, I guess, but can't through. Like, yeah, you can't do it. I'm sorry. Yeah. You tried. You know,
What? I got a 10!
you got a 9. Did
No,
you?
I straight rolled a 10. Venus rolled a 9.
Oh, where are you at?
Yeah, that 9 was on my hunt and track to
Oh, there's your
track
10.
down Strahd.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna. Can we try to stop this?
Yeah, I mean, you can roll to hinder him for like a -2. So roll on bonds would be a +1, so 2d6 +1. Yeah. So you definitely like hinder him, but you don't come out entirely unscathed. So Dagnar, roll some damage on Brendar. We'll cut it in half.
That's 10 damage, so 5 damage.
So yeah, you take 5 damage, but you do manage to hinder him, to stop him from getting the sword.
I take.
Once
2
again,
because
I am a
armor.
slaughterer.
Alright.
Just give me the sword!
Stop it!
My
Stop
sword.
this right now!
I will kill all of you!
If we fight each other, we'll never beat him.
Fuck him! I want to be cool.
Killing him would make you the coolest person ever.
So you say.
To an entire country of people.
To
Think
an
about
entire
that.
country of Debbie Downers. They're all fucking lame.
Well, look who they're living under.
Everyone roll Defy Danger. No.
Hey,
No, I know.
I said that yeah.
It's as we're leaving, so we
Yeah.
are still walking
Okay.
down. He's just stopping.
We're just
me.
arguing in the hallway while
Yeah.
we're walking.
Yeah. So you
It's like, I don't know, pretty cool.
you eventually make your way to the throne room.
Because
I'm-
plot development.
Yep.
I love the art. I love the art.
So you make it
What
to
game
the
is
throne.
this from?
You make it to the throne room, and
Someone steal your sweets, roll.
yeah. You stand before the throne. Do you have any comments as you're just standing there before it?
Hurry up!
Cool.
I would
I'm
like to discern realities on the
I'm
throne.
I'm just gonna say, hey, I wonder what it's like to be up there. Just gonna walk up to the top of the throne
I'm
there.
a cast truce.
So you're walking up to the top of the throne. Venus is looking at it. Venus, it's a throne.
I'm a
Oh
cast
my
truce.
god!
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's a throne. I mean, sometimes.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
I'm a cast trucing on myself. So.
Guess what?
Find something cool on the
Trucing.
throne.
Okay. Brendar, you reach the throne. Do you sit on it?
Yeah.
You sit on it, and then Larith,
This is pretty
as soon
cool.
as he sits on it, you see that Brendar is not Brendar.
Brendar's not Brendar. What?
Brendar.
I stand back up, and I just let the delusion fall.
You see
Standing
Strahd.
before you is I, Strahd.
What?
Oh, and
the
thanks for the
fuck?
amulet.
Bum bum bum.
And can I just go ahead and Oh, do you have a speech prepared?
No, you go ahead.
Okay, cool. Fireball.
Yeah, who you firing at? Everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're probably all clustered up down
Yeah, I
there
mean,
together,
you still
right?
got to roll for it, right? You're
Yeah, yeah.
character. Roll on your Strahd stats, though.
Oh, I am. What is that, intelligence? Probably. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's an 8.
All right. Everyone has the opportunity to roll Defy Danger.
Okay.
Dex.
I
Yeah.
got 9.
It can only be on decks?
I mean, you're jumping out of the way. How else you gonna avoid a fireball? I guess. Tell me what you think of here.
Brute force it! I've got a shield.
there seems to be like statues and shit. I was just going to like pull it in front of me or something. I don't
You
know.
can strength pull it from you, I guess.
Yeah, all
Yes, I would do that as well.
right. Yeah. that
Jesus!
Can I pull up some arcane quick like deflection of it? Or,
I mean, it's like a surprise attack, so I mean, like jumping out of the way or like grunting at the rest of your options on that one. So, but you'll take like half damage, right? So, go ahead and roll your damage, and then for anyone on 7 to 9, we'll have it.
Oh, I don't know if there's a plus 3 on that. Probably not. No, so
your fireball's so much stronger than mine. What?
He's basically a demigod.
yeah,
That it's that
Well-
weak, you should be happy.
12 or say for
12.
half.
So yeah, for your 7 to 9ers, the fireballs like graze you, but the heat of them is so intense, you still take 6 damage.
Okay, Douglas armor, and my contingency goes off, and it casts critical wounds on me. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll that 3d8.
So when you got a 7 to 9, what's the damage on that?
You got 6 damage.
Okay.
And I'm back to full,
Okay.
or near full.
What's Dagnar doing?
Dagnar is going to punch Lycan. Give me the sword!
Oh my god! Seriously?
We're in the middle of a fight. Threw a fireball at us.
This is not the.
I am obsessed. I am
whatever,
obsessed
man,
with finding a way to be cooler
roll
through
your
his
attack.
This is not
This is
an
perfect.
uncommon
I-
Alright, roll a Defy
I'm
Danger
going
like
to kill
him.
you all.
This happens a lot.
You don't defy it. So Dagnar, roll damage on Lycia and then take the sword.
No, he said punch me, not take the sword.
Yeah, no, I didn't say take the sword. I said
Okay.
punch him. I'm
Okay.
straight up punching him so I
That's
can take
fine.
the sword from him
Everyone's
after he's
going to die. It's
unconscious.
fine. So yeah,
So
Lycan,
that's 8, 9, 11, 12.
Dagnar-
That's 12 damage.
12 damage. So he punches you, Lycan. What do you say? What do you do?
Fucking swipe at him with the sword.
All right, roll your attack.
Fucking dick, it's
Yeah,
hit.
roll some damage.
What is wrong with you?
I will be cooler.
So that 5
Kill
damage.
vampire first, cool later.
So you take 5 damage.
Cool, I have 5 armor.
I think that sale is past.
Yeah. Cool. Venus, what are you doing?
I'm gonna swipe at him and try to get the plant to bite him. So let's see how that works.
Yeah.
It works.
Okay.
Alright, so we have 1d8 for me. That's 3 and an automatic 3 for the plants. That's 6.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So you take 6 damage. Strahd. And then it's your turn. What do you want to do? Don't you get to attack twice?
I didn't get a turn.
I do get 2 attacks, but I
Go
thought
back
that
in.
was just for melee.
Okay. Yeah, maybe it is.
It's kind of weird if I could cast 2 spells in a round or a spell and then attack with it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna fill this entire room with fog cloud if I can.
Okay. Roll it.
And that's 10.
All right. Yeah. Man. The room fills with fog. So basically, unless you're using some sort of like sight enhancement, you're going to take -1.
I have true seeing.
Yeah.
That'll work.
So the room just fills with a foggy mist. It will Strahd won't take a -1. Obviously, Strahd. Laric, what are you doing?
Fireballing Strahd.
Okay.
So that's maximized damage.
Okay.
That's 12 points of fire damage that ignores armor.
All right, yeah, Strahd. So how do you fire? I mean, do you fire him? Where on Strahd do you fire them?
Aiming kind of like to take out his legs, just to
Okay.
just slam into the lower half of him, maybe drop him with the force of the impact.
At best, so yeah, I mean they'll hit Strahd. They'll clear the mist around him for a time being, anyways, for basically a turn. So it hits. Strahd takes the 12 damage, and the mist around him disperses, and so you guys can kind of see him a little more clearly. So you won't take that -1, at least for a round.
Yeah.
Then what is Dagnar doing?
Dagnar's gonna scream, Strahd, give me the sword and I'll let you live.
Strahd. Or like,
I'm not the one holding it.
yeah.
And I'm gonna punch Lycan again.
Oh my god. Roll for it.
Bigger enemy!
Well,
Okay, roll.
Oh
damage.
my god! You actually frustrated me.
that's 9 damage.
Cool.
Okay.
Lycan takes 9 damage. Let's go to Lycan real quick. You just got hit in the face again. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking attack him back.
You've killed us, Daniel. You've actually killed us.
Doesn't matter.
The only one who's doing anything just... Or no. We've
Oh, that's all gonna hit.
Venus helping,
Nice.
but Jesus.
Yes.
Yep.
Fuck yes.
All right.
Very nice.
14
very nice.
damage.
Yeah. How do you attack him?
I'm biting him in his fucking neck.
Cool. Yeah. Dagnar, you get in the neck. It hurts.
Only marginally.
Yeah. Venus, what are you doing?
That I really just right now just have like a one-note attack. So like short sword and the plant. It works, but with consequence.
Yep. Well, so the way this works is, first of all, Strahd will get to roll Defy Danger. So
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right.
What's that on? Defy Danger.
that'll be with your, I guess your dex.
Okay. 12.
Yeah. So it's basically swing and a miss with the 8. You won't get the backlash, but also you're just not making connect.
Oh,
So
okay.
you're basically like trading blows. So you're swinging at him and he's deflecting it, and it's sort of like you're fighting but not connecting for damage. Or Strahd's just playing with you. Who knows? Strahd, what's he
Definitely
doing?
just 12.
Next.
Strahd,
Who, me?
Jesse.
Oh, sorry.
You're Strahd.
Well, I've got Venus right in front of me here, so I'm gonna attack at you.
All right.
That's gonna hit. I'm gonna roll the other attack too. That's probably gonna hit there.
All right. So what's your damage?
I'm looking at it. Hang on.
Yeah,
Sorry.
okay.
The first one's gonna be an unarmed strike, so it's gonna
Put D12 in it.
be. Yep. And the other one's gonna be a fight. Oh wait, no, you have to be restrained by me for that. Never mind. So I guess I'll just hit you with another unarmed strike.
Okay.
So. And
All of those theatrics didn't matter because I only had 2 life left.
Oh.
okay.
So
Sorry.
tell me how you gloriously murder Venus.
I'm using my clawed hands, and I'm just gonna rip your throat out.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, you rip her throat out and just throw her trachea on the floor, and she falls to the ground completely dead.
Yeah. I also just scoop the blood into my mouth real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Now, Yeah. Okay. So what is Laric doing?
Gonna fireball him again.
Yeah.
I don't want his attention.
Okay.
Well,
Well, basically, he's rolled Defy Danger.
I need to roll mine.
Yeah.
I was reading stuff. Sorry.
Yep.
I did it on Dex. That's okay.
Yeah. So you fire the fireballs, and he basically like diverts them, and you don't suffer any consequence. But he basically negates the blow. So then what is Dagnar doing?
Kicking him in the balls.
Who?
Lycon.
Oh my god. Okay.
You're not even taking any of this seriously, so.
That's an 11.
Okay.
10, 4. That's 14 more damage.
Okay.
Okay. Jesus fuck, dude.
You've got to be dead by now. That's
I'm not.
12, 14, and 9. That's bullshit.
He has armor eyes.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Lycon, you just got kicked in the balls pretty dang hard. What are you doing?
I want to fucking kill him.
Okay. Okay. He gets rolled by danger.
Yep.
Perfectly dodged.
Yeah. So you're just trading blows without any damage being traded back and forth as you attack at each other. Meanwhile, Venus, what's happening? Oh, you're dead. Yeah.
Well, should I roll the 2 flat 6s?
Yes. Okay.
7?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you're in your death throes, Strahd, you can sense that Venus is dying, but you also know that Venus is the reincarnation of your beloved Tatiana, and so you swoop down, and Strahd offers you the chance to live again if you'll accept.
I'll give you the choice I never had.
What? He offers to let you live as a vampire, as his vampire bride.
Let's be honest. She probably would take the offer because she literally feeds her plant blood.
Yeah. So Strahd gives you some of his own blood, and
I bite my wrist.
yeah,
Just drip it into your mouth.
yep. Yep. So
Joke's on you! I'm going to live a life of crime. Bye.
But it doesn't.
Yeah, vampire.
The vampirism doesn't take effect immediately. It'll take a few turns, but so
Damn it.
you. But this is happening, in the sort of the mist that's still sort of hovering on the floor. So it's not necessarily that anyone's seeing this, other than maybe there to see it. But yeah, so it enters your mouth and it starts coursing through your body, and you feel yourself start to live again. Meanwhile, what is Strahd doing beyond that point?
After I've done that, I'm going to stand up, and I'm just going to look directly at Laric and cast Ray of Frost.
Okay.
14.
All right. And what does that do?
Does 1d10 damage, which is 12. Well, yeah, 12. No, not the plus 3, sorry, I keep doing that. So 9? Yeah, 9 damage. And you have a -1 to target rolls for 3 turns now.
Okay.
All right, Lareth, you just got blasted with an icy blast. What are you doing?
I'm gonna cast Fireball again.
Okay.
Again, because that's all I can really do. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna cast Cage on him.
Okay.
Hit the button. That's right. Button.
saving throw for that?
Yeah, you can.
What would that be on con, maybe?
Yeah. So the cage.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
Yeah, the cage forms around Strahd, and he immediately breaks it.
Can you two stop fighting and actually help to deal with the bigger problem, you dumbasses?
Shut up, know-it-all!
Dagnar, what are you doing?
Punching him in the face again.
Jesus Christ. Fine. Okay.
Know what's happening. That's Nate.
Fish in a barrel.
Roll Defy Danger. Yes.
I have an exit strategy.
So you're still just trading blows back and forth, you know. Hammer to sunsword, I guess. Cling, clang, clung, cling. Lycon, what are you doing?
I look straight into Dagnar's eyes, and I say, "Go fuck yourself," and I throw the sword to Strahd.
Amazing.
And I'm not sure he realizes that that's now my ally, but okay.
Strahd, you have the sunsword.
Cool!
Venus, you feel yourself starting to like convulsion shake, and you feel not a heartbeat, but like the pulse of life, anyways, within you. And you start to raise up with your arms and your head draped back. As you rise up out of the mist, your skin is now pale. There's a sharpness to your teeth. Your ears are slightly pointed. Your wounds are healing, and you are now a vampiric bride.
That is also a plant.
Yeah, that is also a plant. Your new damage dice is a D10.
Okay.
Your HP is 55.
Alright.
You still haven't come into your abilities so well yet, but you can use your old abilities for the time being. So, but you're raising from the dead essentially. Strahd, you've just been thrown the sun sword. What are you doing?
Yeah. How much damage does that do?
So it does regular damage against normal people. It mostly so if they were to use it against you, it would have halted your regeneration ability, and they would have gotten like an additional D10 against you.
Okay.
But for you, it's just a sword.
Gonna hold on to it, I guess.
Yeah.
And let me think for a second. I'm not sure what. How does blight work?
What does it say?
It's just a spell you gave me.
Oh, as you said, it was blight.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's go ahead.
I was looking up on, the D&D blight.
This is not the right thing I'm typing in. Why do I have two computers? So, and let's see. Necromantic energy washes over a creature of your choice that you can see within range, draining moisture and vitality from it. The target must take a Constitution saving throw. We're not going to do that.
Yeah,
so
right?
2d8. We'll do 2d8 necrotic damage.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna cast that on Laric.
Okay.
Does my fairy dragon thing do anything with its adaptation to help me?
What's its adaptation? I forget.
A holy aura that hampers undead creatures.
Yeah. So I mean, if you were to have it attack Strahd, it would get like a +2 to its attack.
I rolled a 9.
Cool. So yeah, all right. So Lareth, roll a Defy Danger on your Constitution, I guess. Cool. All right, you can take like half damage. So go ahead and roll your damage, Strahd. Cool.
So 5.
So you'll take 5 damage, and it's necrotic damage. So your I don't know what your armor is. Too much about that.
Where I'm gonna sacrifice my true seeing to negate that damage.
Okay. All right, and then what are you doing, Laric?
So this is all going to shit.
Yeah, it definitely is.
No, that's going well.
Strahd has 2 of the 3 magical items meant to defeat Strahd.
Yeah. I'm basically your god now.
I have eternal life. I'm fine.
Yeah, it's fine. You're good.
Sing praise to Strahd!
Question for you.
Okay.
I have a spell that just lets me fuck off from this.
What does it
I
do?
don't know. The castle itself may not let you out.
Yeah, the castle, I mean, you're to some degree down to the castle.
The shadows you target with the spell becomes a portal for you and your allies. Name a location describing it with a number of words up to your level. Stepping through the portal deposits you and any allies present when you cast the spell at the location you described. May only be used once by each ally.
Okay. So, if you try and cast the spell, basically, it's going to allow you to teleport anywhere in the castle.
I'd say
I'm gonna try Cage again.
Okay.
Let's try it.
Oh, how's that roll?
Alright.
I'm gonna attract unwanted attention, and I'm also gonna target Venus with it.
Oh,
You're caging Venus?
Yeah, I'm caging both of them.
Oh, so that means both of them get a chance to defy.
Okay, well then I'll do
No,
that.
it's
Because he takes it as a 7 and a 9,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yep, that's true.
I got a 9.
Alright, you'll be caged for 1 turn, basically.
Okay.
And then Strahd, so Strahd, you'll be caged, but it's one of those things where, like, you know, Strahd's an all-powerful being, so, I mean,
I legendary resist my way out of that shit.
right, you have an ability that allows you basically to, like, negate something, doesn't it?
Yeah, legendary resistance. If I fail a saving throw, I just succeed instead.
Yeah, you can use it
Why
like
succeed?
once a day or 3 times a day or something like
3
that.
times.
3 times, yeah. So yeah, he just basically noped out of that. Yeah,
I've
so,
slowly been making my way back in the room by the
yeah, so Strahd negates entirely. Venus, you're trapped, but just for 1 turn. And then, what is Dagnar doing?
Gonna finally pull out my axe and try and end this lycanthrope's life.
Oh my god. Okay.
He doesn't have the sword anymore!
I've cut a deal with Strahd, it's fine.
No, you didn't.
And
You haven't.
4, that's
He's
9
on the
damage.
corner going, no, that was not.
I don't think you did.
Is that not 8 damage?
9, I get a +1.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So like,
Alright, well, I use something called Shed. I go back from my original form and I negate all damage.
alright,
That's pretty sweet.
yeah. So,
So-
yeah, you.
But now he has to spend another turn transforming into a werewolf.
No, I don't. Hey, Strahd.
Yeah.
I want to join you.
You would be like my werewolf captain.
Fuck yeah, I'll guard you.
Prove it. I'll toss him the sword back.
Oh.
Okay, then I attack Dagnar.
So, if you haven't got it by now, yeah, Dagnar is the reincarnation of Sergei, and Strahd hates Sergei. He has to kill Sergei. So, anyways, all right, yeah, roll damage.
What is that damage? Oh, you're lucky, you bastard.
So yeah, just 2 damage to Dagnar. Maybe glances off whatever armor he's got. So Venus is still trapped. Strahd, what's up?
Well, now that you don't have true seeing anymore, I'm going to cast greater invisibility and just go to some undisclosed location.
Roll for it.
One second.
Hope you fail.
10.
Yeah. So yeah, Strahd just disappears into nothingness. So, Laric, what's up?
Kill Dagnar, Lareth. He's an asshole.
You can
He's gonna make himself a Strahd as well.
join me if you want, Laric.
Everyone, fuck it. Everyone join Strahd. Let's make this the evil campaign. Let's fuck this town up.
Because somebody couldn't keep. I'm done
I'm
with this.
excited.
I have an obsession with magic to find a way to make myself better. Yeah, I'm actually playing my
This
character.
is definitely,
It's-
yeah, I was gonna say, this
no.
is definitely not the first time that this is.
It's still aggravating as hell. Anyway, making an offer to be become a glitch into your service and grow your domain across the world.
Distraught accept.
If you kill Dagnar, I'll take it under consideration.
Fireball that motherfucker.
Yeah,
All right, roll for it.
'cause I mean, fuck it. Yeah, that does maximum damage. Just 12 fire damage.
Alright.
Just 12 straight fire damage. Ignores your armor.
All right. Dagnar,
That ended up knocking me down.
Dagnar, what are you doing? You just got lit up.
Rolling to live.
All right, yeah, roll your.
What you doing? Try
roll
not
your,
to die?
10! I am okay!
Yeah, he's like not dead yet. Your heart
Not
still
quite
beats
dead.
in your mortal corpse. You're still limping along. Lycan, what are you doing?
Fucking killing Dagnar.
Okay.
What? I should at least get a turn.
Nah. Yeah.
Your turn was surviving.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hey, technically, because he's surviving, wouldn't he be prone and I don't have to roll to attack?
I mean, we can posit that he's hard to find in the mist. Like he's still in the mist, and you're digging
Yeah, the
around
mist
for
is
him.
still there.
Yeah. So you
That's
stab at
5.
him.
I'm still alive.
Yeah. Venus, you are what we're gonna call you Tatiana now, because when Strahd bit you and whatever, all of Tatiana's memories filled your head, and you don't know who you are anymore.
That means you love me.
Yeah. Well, no, Tatiana did not love Strahd, but like because of the vampiric.
I'm not Strahd.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. She loves.
Yes,
yeah,
I'm the one that looks like her ex-lover.
Yeah. But she's also like under the empower of the vampire like curse, of Strahd. So
You know what? I'm actually, give me 1 second. I'm gonna literally like roll a 1-2 dice to see like which side wins over. Okay, just give me 1 second.
I don't know that you can fight the vampire.
You can't
Pretty
fight.
sure he gave the death's oath she has to follow.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, Dagnar, she is no longer interested, so she knees you in the nuts as hard as she can.
Yes!
Death
That
by
is
ball
basically
crush.
damage.
Yes,
Yeah,
Tatiana.
no,
She's
still
still
good.
kills.
Still good,
Yeah,
son.
yeah.
Dagnar is unkillable, dog.
You're not used to your new body yet, and so you're flailing about a little bit. Strahd might yell at you some sort of thing misogynistic, like "damn it, woman." I don't know.
Damn it, woman!
I don't know. So, Strahd, what are you doing?
While he's deciding, I'm gonna scream out, "I will cut my face if you hate this message!"
I'm just gonna whisper in his ear. I'll cut it for you. And just to hit him. We're gonna hit him twice with the attack.
Yeah. Roll for it.
That's gonna
Dude, I
hit.
would have lost my shit if you would have also rolled
Shit.
that.
That's both gonna hit.
Yep.
Guess I needed to defy death again.
Yeah. Roll your defy death.
Nope, dead.
Yeah. So,
I'm gonna
Holy
howl
shit, the
as
damage
loud
I
as
just
can,
did.
and then I'm gonna
Oh,
piss
it doesn't
everything
matter. I had like
out of
2
it.
health.
I know,
You
but
had one
still,
roll,
look
I
at
was
that
done.
shit.
So when you strike Dagnar down, something odd
Oh, it's
happens.
2, never mind.
The mist beneath him becomes very heavy and dense, and he like sinks down into it, and his body just disappears, axe and all. And Dagnar's body just like it's just gone. Larith, what are you doing?
My deal still stands.
Sorry, I had accidentally backed out. I had to come back. I missed that. What happened?
You strike Dagnar, and then his body sort of like dissolved into the mist and disappeared because he was dead. And then Larith's like, "Hey, I'm still your man, right? I'm good." Right?
I kneel with sword point down towards Strahd,
Yeah, and Larith.
bowing.
I kneel.
Yeah. What's Strahd
Bow
do?
my head.
I'm gonna walk over to Larith.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my clawed hand under his cheek,
Okay.
or under his chin. I'm
Yeah.
gonna raise his head up. You want to become a lich, right?
Under your service, yes.
If you ever defy me, I will kill you.
Understood.
Yep. And then
And I'll
you
go over to Lycam.
Yeah.
You pledge your service to me?
Always.
Will you kill werewolves?
Sure, fuck werewolves.
Give me that sword.
I hand it to him.
Good. I'm gonna hand it to Tatiana. Take
Yeah.
this.
Okay.
Hide it somewhere. No one else can know where it is.
Okay. That I will do.
I'm gonna take the amulet off and give it to Lycon. Hide this somewhere. Nobody
Okay.
else can know where it is.
All right.
And I'll let them live. They serve me now.
Yep. And
I'm gonna
That's-
transform into a werewolf and scream, "Fuck Dagnar!"
No, you're not the only one. There's like 35 other guys that are just like screaming "fuck me" at the same time. God, he's disgusting.
and then Strahd waltzes over to his trusty organ and
God damn it!
Play the same song. Got it, same song.
it's his favorite jam.
Yeah.
It's a bop.
Get used to it. If you complain, I'll kill you.
Oh, that's not how I saw that going at all.
Yeah.
Clever what you thought.
So
When?
I forewarn you. All right, and you gotta hold me to this. Next Halloween, we're playing Curse of Strahd again, and you're fighting all of these characters.
No, you get a different group of people. They have to fight us.
Fine.
We pop in to fight them as our all the characters.
I'm good with that.
Yep.
I have to
None
know
of
how
it
much
is
armor
as
you
the
have,
Dagnar
Joel.
turn. Transformed, I had 4.
4 armor.
By
Plus
the way,
I had balance to heal myself. Plus the shed. To be honest, I had 1 life point left.
I was about to say, 'cause I dealt 34 fucking damage to you. There was no way.
Yeah, you were like, "You're totally dead," and I was like, "I'm not yet."
Yeah.
by the way, I still had 142 health out of 100.
Jesus.
We're not gonna
So-
Just so you know how close you were. Almost had me.
Yeah.
So, but listen, right? Had y'all had the amulet, so Strahd regains 5 health every turn.
Yeah.
Had you had the amulet, he would not have done that, right? And the sword would have negated any sort of like stuff too. So, like, if y'all had the items and used them correctly, you would have had a chance at killing Strahd. It still would have been hard,
That's a lot of big ifs.
but you had a
Mike.
chance.
Hmm.
But
Nah,
so,
I don't think so. This
so-
is
this
the
group.
start.
so Jesse became Strahd when Strahd like threw him off the
Push
cliff.
him off the cliff.
Yeah. So
His corpse is down there somewhere.
yeah, for sure. No, well,
Question though.
yeah.
I had cast detect magic after that point, where I'm not detected magic on Dagnar.
Yeah, but you were looking for like specific magic because like, everyone's carrying magic. You're carrying magic. I mean, his character is magic. He's a cleric. He's just
I
carrying
would
magic.
have. I would
I'm
have
Magic Man.
Well, I was saying there was a little bit of different magic because I can tell what type of magic it is.
And you weren't specific about what you were looking for, so I mean, there's magic all around all the time. The whole castle's full of magic, so you know, unless you like specifically, like I want to detect magic on, you know, what's his face?
Specificity.
So, just like the pig, I mean, the pig detects magic, but there's magic everywhere, so you have to direct what you're looking for.
The pig's just going in circles.
Yeah. Because if you just detect magic, it's everywhere, all the time. And also, Strahd has the ability to mask his magic, so, I mean...
That wouldn't have mattered.
That was definitely fun.
He's yeah, I had a good time.
I'm 100% telling people though, like that was my character. Was he wanted magic at all costs? Like he basically went insane trying to figure out a way to make himself cooler.
So, anyways, Strahd lives.
Died doing what he loved.
Yeah.
What's cooler than an axe as a daybreaker? Let's go! I'll rake in so many of the one women that are totally interested in me, I swear.
That one whore that one time.
Also, I mean, so on Strahd's character sheet, right? He could have brought those suits of armor to life. He has the ability to animate objects.
Yes.
Who
Right.
needs armor when you have a
Who needs that when you're
vampire
fighting
wife
each other?
and a
Right.
dude
Yeah.
who's wildly convinced that he's your friend?
Or if you summon, there's like basically a summon ghost ability. Had you summon ghosts, I was gonna give you not this guy. Nope, wrong thing. I was gonna give you Van Richten as your like ghost slave. Yeah.
I thought about casting Animate Dead on him as we left.
The killing Van Richten, that made no sense at all. For your
Vampires
entire-
bite and make other vampires. Kill the motherfucker before he attacks us from
Then-
behind.
no.
Wait,
Van
you could
Richten-
have checked.
Van
You
Richten
could've
had
checked.
Van Richten had the most amount of information about Strahd. He would have been your most like beneficial ally from an information standpoint. He probably
yeah,
would
if
have
he
had.
didn't disappear for 6 hours.
We all were like arguing about stupid shit and not paying attention, so I took him.
Yeah, we didn't look for him at all until the very end.
Yeah, and you guys were like, because you could have like searched around and looked for him, and you didn't. You're like, screw him, we're gonna go take her off. So I killed him. I was like, all right, it's been
Yeah,
too
fuck
long.
that guy. No,
No, that's
I
true.
killed
Yeah.
him.
So
He
Which
was-
still just made no sense in the grand scheme of things. When we're trying.
Dagnar, if I haven't gotten the point across yet, Dagnar is insane.
Yeah, he's insane.
He literally attacked his friend
Listen.
because he had a sword that he wanted because it was magic.
choices have consequence, and the choice for not looking for the guy who basically was your anchor to the whole thing was a bad choice, and the consequence was he was dead.
No, it's fine.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
As long as I get the sword, it's okay.
Yeah.
Which you didn't. Fuck you. Because I figured I was gonna die in the next turn, so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna
Dude,
throw it.
if you had a shed, you were done.
I know.
Dagnar was like for all intents and purposes during that fight. Dagnar was in fact that warrior that would have kicked the shit out of Strahd.
You didn't, though.
Yeah.
He
He wouldn't give me the sword.
In fact,
we told you we're going to give it to you after everything was settled.
Dagnar
That's
didn't
too
even
long.
attack Strahd once.
Yeah.
Not
Shit, I didn't attack him once.
No.
Chosen one by ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Half your party never attacked Strahd.
Everyone just
Yeah.
joined him.
I had tried attacking. Besides Venus, I was the only one fighting the actual enemy.
I was 100% convinced I was part of his crew. I was like, let's go!
And he hates.
Little
No
did you know,
confirmation. I'm like, I got it.
I hated you the whole time.
That's amazing.
No, this was a good one. This was a very good game.
We're going to say
Yeah.
bye to stream. Bye, stream. Thanks for joining us.
Bye,
Bye,
stream.
stream.
Next time.
I gotta go too. I got